explore enigmatic moments from trail cameras, mysterious apparitions, otherworldly encounters, and a levitating Russian girl. In one striking clip, a lone man stands still in a park at night, the swing eerily moving by itself. Each inexplicable event leaves us baffled and intrigued, wondering about their true nature, filling us with suspense and uncertainty. Departed soul wandering? The camera recorded a mysterious video of a daughter saying goodbye to someone not there. The cryptic video got attention as the little girl with her aunt went to see her late mom, who lost her life in a car accident. They were there at the graveyard grieving at her grave when the daughter suddenly did something unexpected. The video got mysterious as it went on. The daughter said goodbye, and when asked, she told them she was saying goodbye to her mommy, who came to see her from heaven.
Bye, kids. Bye-bye.
It is said that it was her late mom's spirit who came there to meet her daughter and was even seen by the girl. The way the girl was pointing up at the sky, it seemed real, not like an illusion. The daughter pointed out in the air that her mother was going up to the sky, and she was saying goodbye. Such a cryptic and curious video left my eyes wide open. You can see the mystery it holds. It was probably the spirit wandering there, or maybe the daughter was influenced by something. Who knows what it was? It's a strange and puzzling video, and it's hard to explain. Unwanted sighting. In a spooky moonlit forest, something unexpected and creepy happened in front of a camera, revealing a strange secret of nature. In the dark, many tree trunks were mysteriously wrapped by a weird, thick white rope. When you look closely, this strange rope seemed to move and twist, giving you a scary feeling. When the camera zoomed in, the weird truth became clear. A giant snake, its long body coiled around many trees like a nightmarish guardian of the forest. Its head was a horrifying mix, not like a horse or a human, but a creepy skeleton face. Its bony face, though it had some horse-like features, didn't make sense in the real world. This mysterious video, a strange proof of things we don't understand, made people who watched it shiver and left them thinking about the weird mysteries hidden in the forest. Massive alligator attack. In the dim, eerie light of the swamp, the camera rolled, revealing a spine-chilling scene. In the heart of the murky pond, a solitary man stood, immersed in the shadowy waters, relentlessly splashing a stick. His face remained concealed within the foreboding darkness, a harbinger of imminent danger. With each splash, ripples coursed through the water's surface, their eerie dance summoning an unfathomable horror from the depths below. It was on the third emphatic splash that the earth seemed to shudder, and from the abyss emerged a colossal alligator, ancient and formidable, its sinister eyes gleaming with ravenous hunger, as though convinced a delectable morsel had fallen into its trap.
A minute or two.
The wild beast's scaly, grotesque form breached the water's surface, jaws agape, revealing a cavernous maw lined with needle-like teeth. Time seemed to halt as the camera froze, capturing the harrowing moment when the alligator's primal instincts took over, and the swamp echoed with its sinister presence.
That is crazy, dude.
In that heart-stopping encounter, the man's fate hung by a fragile thread, and the camera bore witness to this terrifying dance with the unknown, an experience that would forever haunt the memories of those who had beheld it. Possessed woods. Deep in the heart of the forest, something incredibly dark unfolded right before my eyes, captured by the camera's lens. The trees seemed to hold unearthly secrets, and eerie figures like ghostly spirits gathered around a flickering, sinister fire. They moved with an unsettling malevolence, creating a creepy presence. But the scariest thing was the gigantic devil-like creature towering over them all. Its enormous body with menacing horns on its head created a scary outline against the night sky. Its eyes glowed with a strange evil, as if they could see into the unknown. People whispered in hushed tones that this was a kind of black magic, a wicked ritual performed by supernatural creatures. In that moment, the forest turned into a haunted place, a dark hideout for evil beings. The camera had revealed a terrifying truth, and had left me with a lingering fear that this place was forever under the control of devils. Peculiar fight. In the spooky darkness, an odd scene happens, recorded by a camera that seems to be haunted. Deep in the mysterious forest, a lonely bulldog, driven by some unknown purpose, comes into the camera's view. Suddenly, from the shadows, a quiet line shows up, staring at the unsuspecting bulldog. With a careful approach, the line gets closer, and we can't be sure what it's planning in the dark night. They move out of the camera's sight to the left, leaving their creepy encounter to our imagination. But their scary story takes a horrifying turn when they come back into the camera's view. Now, we see the line clearly as it attacks and eats the helpless bulldog. It's a gruesome and unnatural sight. This eerie and unexpected meeting caught by a restless camera reminds us of the mysteries that hide deep in the wilderness. Demon-eating child. Late at night, the camera went deep into a creepy forest. The video showed something really scary. A demon in the trees eating a child. The child was helpless, becoming a terrible meal for this evil creature. The video proved the demon couldn't get enough, greedily taking the innocent soul. The once peaceful forest turned into a scary place, filled with the sounds of this unholy feast. The demon had a face that mixed nightmares with reality. Its mouth had the child's blood, a horrifying image frozen by the camera. The child's head was in the demon's mouth, a fearful trophy in a strange ritual. As the demon enjoyed its horrible meal, strange sounds filled the air. It was like the forest itself was afraid, vibrating with a creepy feeling. People tried to stop the demon, but it easily sidestepped their weak attempts. The eerie sounds of the demon echoed in the dark forest. No one knew where this terrifying creature came from or why it attacked innocent children. The forest kept its secrets, and the mystery left everyone terrified. Questions hung in the air. Where did this nightmare come from, and what dark force made it prey on the most innocent? After the scary event, the forest remained silent, holding its secrets in the shadows. All that was left was the mysterious and horrifying story, chilling and unsolved. Mysterious creature forest encounter. In a dark forest at night, something strange happened. A secret watcher, a forest camera, recorded a spooky show when everything turned black. The video showed the deep, dark woods covered in mystery. It was like watching a play of light and dark, with only one shining thing, a hidden creature moving in the night. Out of nowhere, a shape appeared, a shadow made from the darkness itself. It moved quietly, like a ghost in the trees, and only its face showed in the deep darkness. Two bright eyes sparkled, almost like stars lost in the mysterious night. This creature had sharp teeth, glowing strangely in the dim light. It looked like a werewolf, a creature from stories, but no one could be sure. It was a mystery, a creature wrapped in the magic of the night that confused anyone trying to understand. People who saw this mysterious event felt unsure, like a quiet question hanging in the air. Was it really a werewolf or something else no one knows about? The strange creature disappeared back into the shadows, but a feeling of fear stayed with those who saw it. The unknown became part of their world, leaving them wondering about the strange visitor in the night. And so, the mystery stayed, a puzzling story whispered among the trees, carried by the winds of the unknown. Mysterious cave encounter. In a dark cave, a secret video showed something strange. A woman in black with a scary stick appeared, making everyone scared. She was mysterious, hidden in the shadows. The video had a weird sound like a spooky song. People asked her why she was there, and she said she was married to a jinn, a strange being from far away. People got uneasy hearing this. They thought she wasn't from our world, maybe a bad sign. She talked about getting food in the cave, adding to the mystery. People started guessing. Some said she was a dark creature. Others said she was carrying something evil. No one knew where she came from or why she was there. The cave turned into a puzzling place, mixing real and strange things. The woman in black stayed a big question mark. People couldn't forget the weird day in the cave, always wondering about the mysterious woman and what really happened in those shadowy depths. The memory lingered, leaving them with more questions than answers. Bigfoot in Colorado. In Colorado, something mysterious happened during the day. People on a train saw it. The sun made the mountains look golden, revealing secrets nature wanted to hide. A mystery wove into the usual things. A video showed a strange creature in the woods. It looked like Bigfoot, huge and alone, moving in a weird way. People on the train watched, not understanding. The creature walked through old trees, making everyone feel the unknown nature holds. Questions filled minds. How did this big thing reach the quiet mountain? What made it move through the thick trees alone? People silently wondered as the creature danced in solitude, not knowing it left confusion behind. The huge creature vanished into the forest, leaving a mysterious feeling in the air. The fresh pine smell now held the secret of Bigfoot. People left with nature's riddle became part of a story beyond what they knew. Colorado's daylight mystery became a quiet tale. The passing train witnessed the unexplainable, a peek into nature's hidden world. The giant footprints in the soil told of a moment that couldn't be understood, marking the day a strange creature visited the mountain. Mysterious python in Bolito. In Bolito, during the daytime, something strange happened. A video showed a huge black python moving really fast on the green ground. It scared everyone watching. The snake seemed mysterious, not like normal snakes. People couldn't understand why it was there or where it came from. The sight of this big, dark snake slithering through the greenery made everyone feel uneasy. People couldn't stop thinking about it. Where did this massive snake come from? Why was it moving so quickly in a place that's usually peaceful? The snake made everyone who saw it feel a deep instinctual fear, like something from a scary story. Those who saw the video felt confused and scared. The image of the giant snake against the green background stayed in their minds like a ghost. Even after the snake disappeared, the fear and confusion stayed with the people. The mystery of the huge python in Bolito became a story that people couldn't forget, leaving behind a feeling of unease that lasted a long time. Mystical shoebill stork Enigma. In a calm park during the day, something strange happened. There's a video showing a big blue dinosaur bird called a shoebill stork. It's not like regular birds, it's huge and mysterious, like creatures from a long time ago. This big blue bird wasn't alone. Surprisingly, it was playing with a boy. They had a special connection, like they understood each other without talking. The bird, even though it was giant, moved gracefully, like a gentle giant playing with a friend. What made it even more peculiar were the sounds it made. The air was filled with strange noises, like a magical song. These sounds added a mysterious feeling to the already amazing scene. This wasn't just a normal sight, it was like a dream coming true. The giant blue bird seemed to be from stories and legends, appearing right there in the sunlight. People wondered where it came from, but no one could figure out the mystery. The park, usually a calm and regular place, now held a secret, something extraordinary that amazed everyone who saw it. Life's ordinary picture had a hidden magic waiting to be discovered. Mysterious Bigfoot trail cam Enigma. A spooky video showed Bigfoot's strange face. The creature had big eyes, a large nose, and a face covered in hair. No one knew who took the picture. Maybe a trail cam did. It looked really weird and gave off an eerie feeling. Nobody knew where the picture came from, and people talked about it secretly. The one who took it was a mystery. Some thought a trail cam secretly snapped the photo. As the video played, the creature seemed really odd. Its eyes were deep and seemed to look into another world. The huge nose suggested it could sense things we can't, and its face hidden in hair kept its secrets. People watching felt a creepy fascination. They wondered if it lived in the wild, guarded secret places, or if it was just a shadowy illusion. The air felt heavy with questions as the strange figure stayed in the video frames, a quiet mystery from the mysterious world. In the unknown story, this strange Bigfoot left its mark, an unsolved puzzle, a secret in the quiet talk between what's known and what can't be known. Mysterious existence of alien. Deep in the mysterious unknown, where reality and speculation blend, there's a whispered secret that's puzzled us for ages. Do aliens exist? It's a question that's been with us for generations, and as time goes on, it seems like we're no closer to solving the puzzle of extraterrestrial life. One night, as everyone looked up to the sky, something bizarre unfolded. A video emerged, captured in the dark of night, and it sent shivers down spines. The camera, a mere observer of the unexplainable, caught something astonishing: a UFO. This flying object, clearly not of earthly origin, glided silently through the skies like a ghostly visitor from the cosmos. This strange sight, undeniably real but profoundly puzzling, left everyone in awe. Who or what was inside this otherworldly craft? Was it a sign from the great unknown, a message from distant stars, or just a trick of light and shadows? The answers remained hidden, concealed within the mysteries of the universe. So a meeting was called at the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, known as ARROW, where experts gathered to decipher this cosmic enigma. Their mission: to uncover the truth about these celestial guests, to reveal what lay behind the veil of secrecy. Days turned into weeks as investigators combed through human knowledge in search of answers. Yet, despite their tireless efforts, the truth remained just out of reach. No concrete proof of these visitors' existence emerged from the shadows. The UFO, like a phantom, continued to defy understanding, leaving us to wonder if it was a glimpse into a world beyond our grasp, or simply a mirage in the vast unknown. As uncertainty blankets us, the question remains: do you believe in aliens? The answer, wrapped in mystery, is a personal choice. The universe's secrets are as endless as the cosmos itself, a vast maze of enigmas waiting to be unraveled. Hungry monkey babies. The camera captured a spooky sight of two little monkeys all drenched and tiny. In the daytime, these little monkey babies were so small and they were shaking because of the cold. They were really hungry and trying hard to find something to eat. Then a kind man came and gave them some milk in a feeder. They drank it up like they hadn't eaten for days. They seemed incredibly hungry. It was quite a surprising scene. Seeing these shivering, wet monkeys suddenly getting a warm meal, it made you wonder how they survived out there in the cold. But at that moment, they were just happy to have something to eat and get warm. It was a heartwarming sight for sure. Big cats. Once upon a time in the wild heart of the jungle, a rugged and strong animal prowled quietly under the dappled shade of the trees. It had a fur of spotted gold like the sun's soft beams dancing on the forest bottom.
This slippery hunter was part of the big cat family, but just like its lower relatives, it still carried the heart of a cat. With eyes sharp as emeralds, it stalked through the green, each muscle curled and ready to hurtle.
Scared him off, David.
In its movements, it was as graceful and nimble as any house cat, despite its large size. A branch barked under its sneaky way, a memorial that indeed the powerful leopard was, deep down, still a cat at heart. As the sun dipped below the horizon, this nimble hunter's majestic form flew into the gloom, a memorial of the wild and untamed beauty of the big pussycats, who, like their lower kins, always maintained that sportful and mysterious spirit of a cat. Moments before and after tsunami. Moments before the chaos struck, the sun was setting, casting a warm blaze over the quiet road. People burst about, gabbling, laughing, and going out their day-to-day routines. Children played near the sidewalk, their innocent laughs filling the air. Everything sounded so normal, so peaceful. But also it came down. The skies darkened and rain began to pour. Suddenly, water started rushing down the road, fleetly growing into a raging flood. Fear swept over the faces of the people as they tried to escape. Desperately looking for advanced ground. It was like an agony unfolding before their eyes. The CCTV cameras captured this intimidating scene. The water engulfing buses, homes, and shops. People clinged to anything they could find, fighting to stay round. The road converted into a dangerous swash. After the flood tide, the formerly vibrant road had turned into a muddy wasteland. Broken debris, pulled trees, and muddled effects were scattered far and wide. The community was left in shock, coming together to help one another in the fate, showing the adaptability of the mortal spirit in the face of such a destructive event. Wild Dog and the Leopard. In the core of the wild and thick forest, a wily leopard prowled quietly among the dark. His lustrous fur allowed him to blend into the surroundings, making him nearly unnoticeable. His golden eyes lustered with a fierce determination as they fixed upon a lone doggy, ignorant and innocent. The leopard's muscles curled like leaps as he prepared for the search. His heart contended with expectation as he inched near his target. The doggy, swishing his tail happily, smelled the ground and played with leaves, fully unconscious to the risk slipping hard. The leopard, now just a whisker down from his prey, huddled low, ready to hurtle. His heart pounded, and time sounded to stand still. He was about to launch into action, hoping to catch the canine by surprise and satisfying his empty belly. The forest held its breath, staying for the certain moment of the leopard's quick and silent attack.
Fearless bear. In the midst of a bright and sunny day, deep within the dark woods, something truly mysterious unfolded before the watchful eye of a trail camera. What happened on the recording was none other than a majestic and enigmatic black bear, but with a twist. It bore a lustrous coat of brown fur. There it was, strolling leisurely through the woods, cradling a bundle of bushes in its mighty jaws, perhaps a simple meal for the day. The sight was nothing short of captivating, as if the bear had decided to embark on a curious adventure, unhurried and seemingly without any particular destination in mind. Bears, we often think of as endearingly cute creatures, but in that fleeting moment, one couldn't help but be reminded of their untamed nature. For when hunger or anger strikes, these seemingly gentle giants can transform into formidable forces of the wild. A stark contrast of the tranquil scene that unfolded in the dappled sunlight of the woods that day. It served as a powerful reminder that even in the most unexpected of moments, the natural world can reveal its eerie and fascinating mysteries, leaving us in awe of the untamed beauty that resides just beyond our everyday lives. The Rake. The Rake is a spooky figure from creepy internet stories. It's super skinny, has no hair and no clothes, and eyes that glow all weirdly. Its fingers are crazy long, like some kind of rake. People think it's got strange powers, and if you see it, you're in for some bad luck. If you're unlucky enough to spot it, you might start seeing it in the corner of your eye, or waking up to it just chilling on your bed, staring at you. It's like a never-ending nightmare that keeps following you around, and that's why folks say it's cursed. So, watch out for that rake, or you might be in for a spooky surprise.
What's that?
Cryptid creature. In 2007, a trail camera in northwest Pennsylvania snapped an intriguing image that continues to baffle onlookers. Many folks who've laid eyes on the photo are convinced it's not your typical wild critter, nor a run-of-the-mill bear. The image reveals distinct features that set it apart from ordinary animals in the region. Despite numerous speculations, a clear-cut explanation remains elusive. Some people suggest it could be an undiscovered species, while others lean towards the idea of a cleverly crafted hoax. Whatever the case, this enigmatic image has sparked curiosity and debate, leaving us with a captivating mystery from the heart of the Pennsylvania wilderness. Mystery encounter in the forest. In the heart of a moonlit night, a solitary man pedaled his bicycle through the thickets of an ancient forest. His reason for venturing into this desolate place remained a mystery, even to himself. The trees loomed like silent giants, their branches casting eerie shadows on the winding path. A chill ran down his spine as he sensed an unsettling presence in the air. As he fumbled with his camera, trying to capture the ethereal beauty of the night, he stumbled upon a sight that defied reason. Amidst the gnarled bushes and undergrowth, a ghostly figure emerged from the darkness. It was draped in a flowing black gown, its form almost translucent. The man's heart raced, and he couldn't tear his eyes away from the ghostly apparition. It stood there, motionless, its eyes like two orbs of pale light fixed upon him. Fear gripped him, and he could hardly believe his own eyes. The encounter haunted his thoughts as he pedaled away from the forest, leaving behind the inexplicable specter. Questions swirled in his mind, and sleep would elude him that night. What had he stumbled upon in that dark wilderness? The enigmatic figure in black remained a mystery, a haunting reminder of the inexplicable wonders that can be found in the depths of the night. The Leaping Humanoid.
What's up? What? Oh!
Out of nowhere, a figure that looked like a rope suddenly shot out from behind the bushes, and it left everyone stunned. As they got closer, they saw it was just a person, but the way they leaped was like something out of a magic trick. It was as if they had sprung right out of thin air. This strange sight left everyone scratching their heads, wondering how any regular person could do such an amazing thing. The mystery of this jumping person held everyone's attention, making them wonder just how someone could be so agile and perplexing. The enigmatic leaper remained a puzzle, and people couldn't stop talking about it. Their minds were captivated by this inexplicable show of agility, and they couldn't help but exchange theories and ideas about how it was possible. It was a moment that sparked curiosity and amazement, a reminder that sometimes reality can be just as fascinating as fiction.
What's up? What? Oh!
Curious owls. The drone's camera captured an astonishing sight. Two owls gracefully soaring through the sky, their purpose shrouded in mystery, or perhaps without any purpose at all. What made them truly intriguing upon closer inspection were their petite, stubby ears setting them apart in the avian world. These remarkable creatures, adorned in shades of beige and off-white, rode the gusty winds high above, seemingly savoring the sheer joy of flight. The camera diligently documented their every move, for these owls were no ordinary species. They belonged to the rarest of the rare, seldom glimpsed by human eyes. With the wind as their accomplice, they embarked on numerous flights, each landing bringing them back to the familiar field's serene shores. Their enigmatic presence was a spectacle of nature, captivating the observer's heart. In this wondrous display of avian grace, nature had woven a tapestry of curiosity and awe, a testament to the marvels hidden within its realms. This extraordinary sighting reminded us that even in the simplest and most unassuming moments, nature never ceases to amaze, offering a glimpse into its secrets that transcended language and borders, a gift for all to cherish and marvel at. Coward Lagoon. The camera captured a peculiar scene as a lagoon right there in the street was munching on something. Suddenly, its meal tumbled to the ground. Without hesitation, the lagoon bent down to retrieve its food. But a cat crossed its path. In a brave attempt, the lagoon lunged at the cat, only to be met with a fierce counterattack. To everyone's surprise, the lagoon displayed a surprising cowardice. It swiftly retreated, fleeing to protect itself from the cat. Despite its imposing size, fear had gripped the lagoon, and it sought refuge on the house's walls. The sight was eerie indeed, as the lagoon perched there, amazed at its own vulnerability in the face of a mere cat. Nature's mysteries continue to astonish us with their unexpected twists. Woodpecker and Hot Waters. Remember guys, on your bad days, even the things you're good at might give you a headache and can lead you into hot waters. In this video, a bird can be seen stuck in the tree by its beak. And you know what's surprising? This is no ordinary bird. It's the famous woodpecker who somehow got its beak plunged forcefully into the tree's bark. Woodpeckers are famous for drilling holes inside the bark of the tree with their incredible poking ability with their beak. But this poor soul might be going through a tough day. However, in no time, the bird was saved by a man. And then it flew away to poke some other trees. Man vs. Jaws. We have another thrilling video about these wild encounters, so you know that it is life-threatening to disturb these savage predators, as things could get sour very quickly. In this thrilling video, a man can be seen waddling the tail of an enormous crocodile. I don't know how he managed to go even near that ominous predator, let alone manhandling that giant tail. The fearless man didn't stop there. He patted that vicious crocodile who could have swallowed the man in a single bite. A similar thing happened when the man started patting his back. The crocodile shifted his head, opened his mouth wide apart, and attacked the man. Luckily, the man managed to escape from the nerve-wracking situation. Slippery escape. Snakes are known to be one of the swiftest land dwellers who slither towards their prey in the blinking of the eye. Though it's easy to catch a snake if you're a pro and follow your guidelines. Sometimes even the tiniest snakes can give you a tough time. In this video, a man wrapped a collar around a small snake. The collar was made of wire to catch the snake. As the man tried to cover the trap around its neck, it disappeared into thin air, freeing himself from the shackles of wildlife hunters. Shooting star. Let me take you guys on a cool celestial journey under the starry night where dreams become reality and the heavenly bodies hug the earth at its horizon. This spectacular phenomenon was caught on camera at 11:57 p.m. when a shining and glazing streak occurred over the sky. It was not an ordinary shooting star, as the lightning streak it made was so bright, almost like a firework. This beautiful sight was witnessed over Mount Waverly on a quiet night filled with darkness. This awe-inspiring sight of a meteor swimming gradually across the vast black sky, leaving behind its enormous fireworks, was enough to be completely mesmerized by these stellar objects. wild encounter at Sea Park. Would you ever let your child go near a wild sea animal without proper caution and care? The answer should be no, as these fantastic creatures take no time to harm you and your children and can leave you with irreparable damage. The video presented a scene of an alleged sea-themed park having various shows and sea animals. In the video, a sea seal can be seen performing gestures while a man tries to mount his daughter on the seal's back. Everything seemed normal, a cute picture day for the little one. But soon, things took a vicious turn. The seal suddenly snapped back at the poor child, frightening her for the rest of her life. Though the parents were quick enough to pull back their child, this video provides evidence for the untamed nature of these animals, and they can be harmful if left unobserved. Mysterious cage. The camera caught something very enigmatic and mysterious. The atmosphere was filled with uneasiness and fear. It was a scene of a man in a deep sea. It was in a glass cage. It dives into the sea to explore sea life. It was in the middle of the sea. The man was in the cage wearing a diving suit. Suddenly, a big shark appeared. It was hitting on the cage with heavy strength. The cage was juddering and the sea waves were forming. After a while, the glass cage was broken by a shark's head. It was a very menacing and cryptic scene. The man was toppled in the sea. He was very anxious and frightened. It swims very fast to save his life. It struggles to swim very fast. The shark was moved before the man. It was a deep and dangerous mystery taped by the camera. It was still not found out what happened to the man next. This was not revealed yet. Cryptic gorilla. The camera had recorded a mysterious and charry act. The atmosphere was filled with amaze. It was a scene of some gorillas that were present in the farms. They were grazing. There were also two gorilla babies. On one side, one gorilla that was standing with its baby. The baby climbed up its back, and then mother gorilla and baby was walking away. Suddenly, another gorilla that was present here attacks the mother gorilla. It attacks the mother gorilla for no reason. They started fighting with each other. They rolled up on each other. Then, after a while, a big gorilla came here and stopped their fight. It stopped their fight by catching up the gorilla. The baby and mother gorilla were moved from there. It was a deep mystery how that responsible gorilla stopped the fight between its mates. It was really astonishing. Paranormal crocodile. The camera caught a peculiar and mysterious sight. The atmosphere is filled with mystery and enigma. In a river, there was a tree that had fallen here. There was an alligator that was practicing its death roll. Death roll basically was a technique where they rapidly spin their bodies while holding on to prey. This was a very weird and creepy scene. This rotational movement helped that crocodile to cut up and tear apart the prey by exerting tremendous forces like that, usually of a large prey. The death roll was believed to be effective for the crocodile to consume their prey. It was actually a rapid rotation about the longitudinal axis of the body. This scene gave uneasy vibes to the operator. The crocodile was looking very mysterious and cryptic. It was the deepest mystery ever. Everyone had a look on this crocodile which made everyone suspicious and eerie. Silent animal attacks revealed. In the wild, there are hidden stories of animals surviving in mysterious ways. There was a video that showed these secret battles of nature. It was a bit scary and revealed how animals quietly attack others to stay alive. The video had different parts, each showing a different way animals hunt quietly and without warning. Animals like deer, tigers, zebras, and even cats were featured. In one part, a deer was drinking from a calm river, but a sneaky crocodile was there underwater waiting patiently. Suddenly, it appeared and grabbed the deer, showing how nature can be cruel. In another part, a tiger stalked a zebra silently. The normal sounds of the wild were hushed as the tiger pounced on its prey, teaching us how fast and quiet these attacks can be. Even small cats were not spared from this video. It showed how they can be secretly aggressive, proving that even cute pets have wild instincts. This video is not for those easily scared. It gave a glimpse into the hidden side of nature where life and death are always close. It's a place where quietness often means danger, and the line between the hunter and the hunted can be very blurry. In this mysterious world, survival is all that matters. lightning frog. Once upon a time, in the land of everyday life where things are usually quite ordinary, something strange happened. A camera recorded something mysterious that left people really confused and amazed. The video started by showing a regular door, like the ones we see every day. But as the camera moved down, it revealed a frog. This was no normal frog. Its body, which is usually green and brown, was shining brightly. It looked like it had swallowed something very unusual, making its body light up. People had all sorts of ideas about why this frog was so strange. Some thought it had eaten something weird, while others wondered if it was born this way. But no one had a definite answer. The video of this glowing frog spread all over the internet, and it made everyone curious. Some believed it was a spectral sign from nature, a reminder that there's still magic in our world. Others were just amazed at how beautiful and strange this frog was, but the frog story remained a mystery. No one knew where it came from or why it looked like that. So the glowing frog became a legend, a mystery that reminds us that in our everyday lives, there can still be extraordinary things that surprise and brighten our days. Three-eyed creature. The camera caught a mysterious, uneasy clip. This video that was recorded and very cryptic and filled the air with spine-chilling and fear. In this video, the two friends are walking on the woodland. They wanted to test their new trail camera in these woodland. They faced the camera towards a spot where they thought wild animals might be, and left it overnight. They returned to see what they caught on camera. When they come to check what camera had recorded, the friends were very shocked, and everyone who viewed this video also shocked and horrified. There was a creature with 3 glowing eyes hiding in the bushes. It was looking very unfamiliar and scary. That held those operators or viewers in suspense and make terrified. The air was truly pervade, enigmatic, and fearful. The 3 eyes of this creature or being was very eerie and frightened. They are glowing and illuminated. Is it was a paranormal creature or something else? This was looking very spooky. It was still a deep mystery what it is. That was still hidden or unrevealed yet. No one can point out what it was. Mysterious night figure. On a dark, moonless night, a mysterious event unfurled in front of a home security camera. This camera, like a silent watcher, recorded a scene that sent shivers down spines. It captured an eerie sight on the front lawn, a scene shrouded in enigma. From the depths of the darkness, an unknown figure emerged, moving in a way that defied ordinary expectations. This figure appeared haunched like a ghostly figure, caught in the camera's lens. But it wasn't the posture alone that sent chills. It was the unmistakable aura of age that clung to this enigmatic being. The curve of its back was so pronounced that it gave an eerie impression of an elderly person, as if the weight of time had contorted its spine. Strangely, the figure moved with a sense of urgency, darting about as if driven by an obscure purpose, a purpose that remained elusive. The night's fabric was woven with threads of mystery, and this peculiar spectacle took center stage. Among the concerned residents, whispers spread, but answers were scarce. Nobody knew the identity of this mysterious apparition or the dark intentions that had brought it out into the quiet of the night. The perplexing sight lingered in the memories of those who witnessed it, like an unsolvable riddle. It was a mystery that clung to the night, a puzzle that defied explanation, an enigma that danced at the edge of understanding. In the depths of the nocturnal void, the figure disappeared as suddenly as it had appeared, leaving behind only unanswered questions. These questions would continue to haunt the inquisitive minds of those who dared to contemplate the unexplainable, the incomprehensible, the mysterious. Killer clown. In a mysterious and eerie video captured deep within a dense forest, something unsettling unfolded. The footage left both the operators and viewers perplexed. What they saw was a spooky clown, a figure that sent shivers down their spines. This creepy clown was observed strolling amidst the trees, illuminated only by the night vision mode of the trail camera. Oddly, it appeared as though the clown had detected the hidden camera, and with an eerie confidence, he headed straight for it. The intentioned enigmatic figure remained a mystery. Why would someone be in a forest in the dead of night dressed as a clown? Was it a paranormal entity, or simply a person with an unusual penchant for nocturnal forest walks? The unexplained nature of this bizarre encounter left everyone baffled. In the midst of the midnight darkness in the dense forest, the clown's presence took on a truly spooky and unsettling aura, giving rise to countless questions that remained unanswered. A shovel. The camera caught a mysterious sight. It was a very creepy and rare clip. On a dark night, a clown was spotted on a road. He was terrified or frightened by some people. There were some people that were coming toward him. They were 3 men. They wanted to kill the clown. The clown wanted to run out, but the people moved quickly towards him. One of them had a shovel in his hand, and the other had a hammer, and also the third of them is free hand. It was a very mysterious and spooky scene. The clown was very nervous. People were mustering around him. It was a desolate, scary road. Suddenly, a man with a free hand jostled the clown, and he was quivering. A man that was holding shovel pummels into the clown's head. And the very peculiar and strange scene happened next. The clown fell to the ground and died. It was a very spooky scene. The boys ran out quickly. They were nervous to see the dead clown. They killed the clown. It was a great mystery that happened how the clown was killed by some boys. It was still an unknown or puzzling mystery. Cryptic figure. The camera captured something mysterious and cryptic. It was a rare scene that never happened before. On a dark night, the family was coming from the outside, then they saw a shadow-like creature on their top window. The family was scared and frightened by this creature's presence. It was looking very spooky. In an instant, this creepy shadow-like creature or being comes on the bottom window of the house. It was a very horrified and terrified scene that gave spine to the family members. It was not an ordinary or a normal man. It was a paranormal creature that has been hiding in the house for many years. The family was saying that it was a present in the house for many years. It was a very spine-chilling scene that had also frightened the viewers. It was a deep, great mystery that the camera had captured here that was still unknown what was happening next to the family. Is this creature still living in that house or not? It was not found yet, and everyone is suspicious of it. Some people think that it was living in his home till today, but it's still a puzzle. Mysterious market meat eater. In a busy market, something very strange happened that left everyone puzzled and a bit scared. There was a girl, and at first glance, she seemed like any other shopper going about her business in the midst of people doing their daily shopping. But then things took a bizarre turn. Amid the hustle and bustle of the market, this girl suddenly made her way to the meat section. There, she grabbed a packet of raw meat and tore it open with her hands. People nearby were shocked and couldn't believe their eyes as she started eating the raw meat. It was a horrifying sight. She devoured the meat as if she had a never-ending hunger, almost like she craved blood. Her expression was strange, and it felt like she had become something otherworldly, something not quite human. The onlookers were frozen in a mix of fear and curiosity. This wasn't just breaking social norms. It was like she had crossed into a realm of darkness that was beyond understanding. People began to wonder if she was some kind of supernatural being, straddling the line between the living and the dead. The mystery only deepened as time passed. Who was this girl, and what drove her to do this disturbing act? Whispers and stories started circulating about her, making her seem like a creature from another world. But the truth remained hidden, a puzzle that no one could solve right there in the bewildering market. Even now, the memory of that strange incident haunts that community. It serves as a chilling reminder that the line between the everyday and the unexplainable can be surprisingly thin. The mystery of the girl who ate raw meat, her reasons, and who she really was, continues to baffle and frighten, leaving a lasting mark on the history of the unexplained. Dark Forest Nightmare Unveiled. As the sun disappeared, the camera captured something bone-chilling. 2 friends strolled through the darkening forest, unaware of the terrors that lay ahead. The woods were now shrouded in darkness, concealing eerie secrets. Their footsteps, seemingly gentle, hinted at an impending storm. The crickets' chirping filled the air, but it felt like a warning of doom. Then the unthinkable occurred. A monstrous and unnatural creature emerged from the heart of the forest. This colossal, malevolent being was as dark as the night, moving with an eerie grace among the ancient trees. Its features were hidden in an aura of malevolence, sending shivers down the spines of the two friends. Panic overcame them, and their trembling hands struggled to capture the horrifying sight. The air grew cold, thick with an unsettling tension as the creature cast a sinister shadow. It defied the laws of nature, a grotesque anomaly in our world. It was a mystery, a horrifying distortion of reality that made the forest itself seem terrifying. In those terrifying moments, the two friends were on the brink of unimaginable terror. Their trembling hands recorded a scene of fear that would haunt their dreams. The footage became proof of the unspeakable horrors that can emerge when a world and the abyss collide. Nightwalkers haunting Enigma. In the dark of the night, something truly terrifying appeared in front of a camera, sending shivers down the spine. It was an eerie figure wandering through the empty streets, and it looked like a nightmarish riddle. This strange being had 2 legs, a twisted body, and a head, but it had no arms. Its movements were eerie and unnatural, making it more unsettling than anything you'd encounter in a nightmare. People had started calling these bizarre creatures Nightwalkers. They were creatures of mystery, hovering between being harmless specters and malicious demons. No one could say for sure what their intentions were, and that uncertainty bred fear. Fear spread like a contagious disease among those who caught a glimpse of these unholy figures. With each passing night, their numbers seemed to grow like a dark and dreadful epidemic. The atmosphere became heavy with anxiety, as if the very night had birthed these dreadful apparitions. The origin of these Nightwalkers were concealed in obscurity, as if they emerged from a sinister abyss hidden from human understanding. Nobody could decipher their purpose, assuming they even had one. They remained shrouded in a veil of impenetrable malevolence. The unrelenting camera, acting as an unwavering witness, captured the panic that had engulfed a world thrust into chaos by these strange and unknown entities. Whatever these Nightwalkers were, and whatever sinister motives they concealed, they remained a riddle that only promised terror and despair to those who dared to face their cursed presence. The chilling mystery of their existence loomed large, casting an everlasting shadow over the already frightened hearts of humanity. The Ghost of Hamptons Court Palace. During long and gloomy winters, a video surfaced over the internet that sent chills down the spine of their viewers. A ghastly set of events was witnessed in one of the historical places of Hampton. A hostile creature was caught on one of the CCTV cameras of Hampton's Court Palace. The camera recorded the rare view of the place in all its gloomiest glory during the coldest winter nights in the USA. The significant historical door can be seen in the footage, surrounded by dilapidated walls and windows. As the video moves forward, a formidable creature is seen at the door. This mystic creature had a lean figure, like a skeleton draped in a white cloth that extended from the end of its face and fell to its feet. Its face was blurred, almost a vague shadow of 2 eyes gawking through the doors. The mystic yet daunting creature is seen opening the doors of the court palace and then closing them in a relatively swift shift of events. The camera captured a horrendous sight that was enough to keep tourists from visiting such a splendor historical site. The bewildered fox. Imagine a predator getting afraid of its dismantled and dismembered prey, an appalling sight. Such a series of events was seen on a trail camera installed in perilous forests amidst the homes of obscured creatures. As the video began, a lonely fox was seen wandering through the forest, a rare event as foxes hunt with their leash. The fox was witnessed moving quietly and stealthily over a pile of dismantled animal corpses. The heap of dismembered flesh seemed to be a leftover of some other predator who didn't enjoy its prey and left it for other envious predators. The fox quietly sniffed the meat and lunged over the skeleton to nibble the flesh. Still, the lifeless structure made some uninviting movements due to its withered body. The fox felt a sudden thrust that baffled him out of his wits. It tried getting a bite of flesh, but those forceful thrusts were enough to keep it away from the slaughtered animal. The movement seemed unnatural, as if the fox had seen some supernatural force pulling the flesh for itself, or it could be a strong gust of wind.
A black bear. Once upon a time, on a chilly layoff day, a group of walkers adventured into a snowy forest. They were whisked up in warm jackets, scarves, and lids, heated for an adventure in the white nature. As they stumbled along the trail, their steps left crisp imprints in the deep snow. The timber was silent, except for the gentle tail of the wind and the occasional chirruping of a distant hoot. Everything was covered in a mask of pure, glimmering snow. As they rounded a corner, they were met with an unforeseen sight of a big black bear. With its thick fur huddled in the snow, apparently taking a nap, the walkers sat, not wanting to disturb the peaceful bear. They rumored to each other, still about facing their way to keep their distance. They watched in admiration as the bear continued to snooze in the serene, snowy forest, a moment they would adore forever. Ultimately, they left the bear calm, continuing their hike with a newfound respect for the wild beauty of the downtime woods. The hungry dragon's meal. In a wild land where the sun always shines, a big-scaled monster with sharp teeth lived. This monster was known as a Komodo dragon, and it was always empty. One day, a small innocent baby scapegoat wandered into the dragon's home. The baby scapegoat was curious, with a soft white fur and a flare in its eyes. The dragon saw the baby scapegoat and slow approached it, its eyes fixed on the little animal. With an unforeseen jab, the dragon snapped its jaws shut, catching the baby scapegoat in its important grip. The scapegoat pulled in fear, but it was too late. The dragon's teeth were like blades, and it began to devour the helpless scapegoat. As the sun set, the dragon satisfied its hunger, leaving only many erratic bones behind. It had set up its mess, and the baby scapegoat's adventure had come to a sad and early end in the jaws of the fearful Komodo dragon. Tsunami wave in the ocean. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm orange flare over the tranquil ocean, a man stood on the stay with his camera, ignorant of the oncoming chaos. The ocean stretched out before him, its measured swells calming him into a false sense of calm. But also, in the distance, a creepy grumble echoed through the water. The man's camera was trained on the horizon, landing the scene before him. As he felt an inexplainable pressure in the air, the calm waters began to jiggle, and a deformed wall of water surfaced from the depths, towering over everything in its way. In that alarming moment, the public appeared to firm as the first wave of the sea surged forward, an unbeatable force of nature. The man's camera continued to roll, landing the heart-stopping spectacle of the ocean's harpy released. The wave crashed with a determined roar, a dreadful memorial of nature's wonderful power, leaving destruction in its wake. The man's lens had unwittingly witnessed the anger of the ocean. Thank you for coming along on this daring adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling stories and hair-raising encounters. We're always going into the deepest recesses to bring you the most intriguing and terrifying video ever captured on camera. And remember to set that notification bell to ensure you get all the updates on our fascinating adventures.
What was that? That's crazy.
Welcome to a world of mystery and spookiness, where things get a little weird and the woods have secrets that are hard to explain. Watch this trail cam video collection and join us on a journey into the strange and mysterious. Get ready for some creepy moments, strange sightings, and encounters with huge creatures that we cannot quite figure out. These moments were caught on cameras hidden deep in the wilderness, and they'll definitely make you question what you thought you knew. However, come explore the unknown with us, but be careful, the journey might be a bit scary, if you're up for it. Mystic Deer and Ghost. Deep in a mysterious forest, something strange happened. A secret show unfolded, caught by a hidden camera in the woods. A special deer appeared, kind of like a magical guardian in the middle of the spooky trees. Its eyes glowed in the dark night, making it look like something from another world. But then, a big change came. Out of the dark shadows, a see-through creature showed up. It was like a ghost moving really fast, faster than anything normal. No one could see its face because it was moving so quickly. The magical deer and the ghostly thing presented a weird view, like they were telling a scary story without words. Anyone watching got confused and a little scared. The see-through creature moved like smoke, leaving a mark on the hidden story of the forest. And then, just like that, the ghost appeared into the shadows where it came from. It was like a quick, quiet whisper in the windy, spooky forest. People left with a big question in their minds. What secrets hide in the shadows, and what are the invisible creatures in the mystical woods keeping to themselves? Alien Mermaid. Far, far away from Greenland, way down in the super chilly sea, something super strange happened. Two brave guys armed with a cool cam spark set out on a big adventure. They thought it was just a regular fishing trip, but boy were they wrong. When they threw their net into the icy water, guess what they caught? Not a fish, but a crazy cool creature, an alien mermaid. This mermaid had scales that sparkled like the northern lights. The guys were so surprised, staring at her shiny tail and magical eyes. The alien mermaid was not expecting this either. She was caught deep down underwater, and she started talking to the fishermen in a language they'd never heard. Her voice was like music from the ocean. The guys were both amazed and kind of scared. They could not believe they found such a weird and wonderful creature so far from home, wondering how she ended up in the freezing waters near Greenland. Hikers in the mountains. In the quiet woods, a hiker stopped on the path, looking at something strange. Up in a tree, peeping through the leaves, the hiker saw a busy cameraman below.
I look up, and there's this dude walking up on the road.
The hiker's eyes got big, and a confused face appeared. What is happening down there? The leaves above, moving in the wind, seemed to keep secrets. With a tilted head, the hiker looked closely, trying to see everything.
Look. My that's crazy.
A camera stood on sticks, pointing at a mysterious spot. Birds chirped like they knew something too. The hiker, hidden in the trees, felt like a secret viewer in a nature show. Leaning on the tree, the hiker just watched silently. The cameramen moved like they practiced, filming things not clear. A soft wind brought the smell of pine, making it even more magical.
Look. My that's crazy.
The hiker, surrounded by nature's show, kept watching, wondering what story the forest and the cameramen were telling. And so, under the leafy cover, the hiker stayed, taken by the quiet story in the middle of the wild. Explorer got attacked by Yeti. In a mysterious forest, a brave explorer went on a big adventure with just a camera. They wanted to capture the unknown beauty of nature, but things took a scary turn. Suddenly, a loud roar broke the peaceful silence, and huge furry creatures like the ones from stories appeared. The explorer got really scared as they realized they were facing Yetis, those legendary creatures. The camera shook as it tried to catch casts of the scary Yeti coming out from the trees. The calm forest turned into a battlefield between the explorer and the wild Yeti. It was a super tense situation as the explorer fought to stay safe, and the camera recorded every scary moment. In this nail-biting story, it's hard to tell what is real and what is just a legend. People watching are left wondering if the explorer will make it out of the Yeti's grasp, or if they'll become a part of the forest's hidden secrets. Strange creature. One spooky night deep in the jungle, something really creepy happened. A hidden camera in the tall trees saw it all. Picture this. The moon is shining weirdly, and out of the darkness comes this really scary creature. You can barely see its shape, but it's moving in a way that is like a nightmare from a scary story. This creature crawls in a strange, unsettling way, like it's intentionally trying to give you the chills. The camera catches its eyes, and they have this weird glow that makes your spine sting. The jungle, usually buzzing with night sounds, goes silent, like it's either amazed or spooked by this critter. Every time the creature takes a step, it's like a drumbeat in the quiet night. It moves through the dark jungle so smoothly, making everything feel uneasy. The jungle, full of secrets and shadows, accidentally shows off this mysterious visitor, and the camera is the only one who saw this weird dance in the middle of the wild. Mysterious Bigfoot Forest Enigma. In a big green forest, something strange happened. The sun looked down on a calm river, and the sounds of the water mixed with the noises of the trees. The river, surrounded by tall green trees, shared secrets of the leaves that whispered in the breeze. In the bright daytime, something appeared, a ghostly figure moving through the woods. It was kind of hard to see, like a mystery in the edge of your eyes. Was it part of the forest, or did it come from the dark parts? This thing, all wrapped up in mystery, looked like a huge legendary giant. Maybe the secret protector of the wild, the one people called Bigfoot. Covered in fur and moved with a clear goal. In its big hands it held something, but nobody could figure out what it was or why it was there. As this mysterious creature walked through the trees, the air felt full of questions. Every step made people wonder, but the leaves in the river stayed silent. The forest, keeping its secrets, watched as the strange figure disappeared into the shadows. What made it wander around? The puzzle hung in the air, a mystery written into the forest story, leaving everyone looking for answers. The meeting of the everyday world and the magical unknown continued, a story untold in the ancient, tree-filled hideaway. Dogman caught on cam. In a quiet forest at sunset, something really amazing came off. A camera on a tree recorded a strange creature called a dogman. The sun went down, making long, dark, and thick trees. Suddenly, a noise in the bushes caught the camera's attention. A creature came out with a person's body, but a dog's head, sneaking through the trees. Its fur had browns and grays, making it blend in perfectly. The dogman's ears perked up, smelling the air to sense something close. In the fading sunlight, its eyes shone like magic. The camera zoomed in, showing the creature's strong body and dog-like features. The dogman moved smoothly, nearly like a ghost going through the forest with a blend of human and animal skills. People who saw the movie were really interested in the riddle critter. The dogman faded into the dark, leaving everyone curious and with lots of questions about what secrets the timber hides. Creepy man. In a quiet forest where trees share secrets with the wind, something spooky happened. A creepy man hidden in the darkness slowly came out, like a mysterious creature waking up.
Buddy! How you doing? Oh!
He moved without making a sound, like leaves rumoring in the night. A sneaky camera hidden in the trees recorded this scary moment. The lens showed the man's ghostly figure crawling out from the thick bushes, with his eyes giving off a weird glow.
Just some cruisers, man!
The moon's pale light touched his strange face, making the branches above seem scared. As the camera mugged each strange move, the air got really tense. The man's presence was like a scary puzzle the forest did not want to figure out. His crawling shadow against the dark background gave everyone goosebumps, telling a spooky story without words. The forest, once a peaceful place, now kept the secret of the crawling man. A mystery frozen in the camera's stare. The recorded video turned into a rumored tale shared by those who believed in spooky things, leaving a lasting memory in the scared soul of the woods.
Buddy! How you doing? Oh!
Mystical spider Enigma. In the secret house, a secret video happened, taken by a hidden house camera. In the video, a man was just doing regular work in his backyard. He was cleaning up old stuff when something strange appeared from his garden, a huge spider. This spider felt like a mysterious sign as the daylight got weaker. The air got heavy, like the spider knew secrets wrapped up in its big body. The man went from surprise to real fear because this spider was way too big and creepy. He tried to use his cleaning tool to scare it away, but the spider didn't care. It kept moving slowly, like it had a plan, making the place feel spooky and quiet. In this weird dance between the man and the spider, fear took over the backyard. The man tried hard to hit the spider, making a scary noise. But here's the strange part. The spider, this magical giant bug, didn't care about the man's hits. It went on like it had a job to do, like it followed some kind of magic. The huge spider went after the man, not stopping. The man, just a regular person caught in fear, ran away. And then the video suddenly ended, like it had its own secrets. The mystery of the giant spider stayed like a puzzle in the dark, full of scary feelings, wonder, and places nobody knows. Massive sea creature. In a big, never-ending ocean, something really huge moved under the waves. One sunny day, a military helicopter flying over the sea saw a giant shadow swimming below. The people inside the helicopter could not believe what they were seeing, a gigantic ocean creature coming up from the deep. It was like a super big ancient monster showing itself. The helicopter's blades were spinning fast as the military team figured out what to do. They stayed up in the air looking down and saw how massive the creature was. Its skin sparkled in the sunlight and the waves splashed against its really big body. Everyone on the helicopter got tense as they told their headquarters about finding this giant sea creature. It became a careful dance between the people and the monster. While the helicopter went around, the sea giant moved slower, maybe confused by the sudden visit. The military team, amazed and careful, quickly took movie and notes about this incredible discovery. Creepy encounter. In the spooky Appalachian Mountains, there is a scary story about a person exploring the thick jungle with just a camera. As they went deeper, the place got super quiet, and it felt like the trees were sharing old secrets. Things got really tense when the brave explorer saw something creepy. The camera caught it all, and it was so creepy that it made them shiver. The bushes hinted that something spooky was there, even though they could not see it. All of a sudden, the camera showed a strange figure hiding in the dark. It looked like a spooky dance of darkness and moonlight, giving the explorer a big scare. As this weird thing seemed to notice them and stared at the camera, the explorer was stuck, scared, and fascinated at the same time. They did not make a cast. The camera kept recording, showing a ghostly encounter in the Appalachian wilds. This creepy adventure left a scary memory, turning the once beautiful jungle into a place of secrets that will always give you the creeps. Strange creature. Once in a quiet farm, something weird got caught on camera. A strange creature not like anything you've seen. It had a long, strong, scaled tail like an alligator, but then was surprised. No arms. Yep, you got it right. No arms at all. The farmers doing their daily work could not believe their eyes when they found this odd creature. Its scaly tail moved around, swishing and swaying, going through the fields in a really interesting and kinda spooky way. The camera took a video of every moment, freezing the creature's picture with its special armless look. Lots of questions flew around the farm like busy freaks. What was this creature? Where did it come from? And the big one, style did it get by without arms? Everyone in town chatted about the mystery of the scaly-tailed creature, making the ordinary days on the farm feel a bit magical. Deep-sea creature. As the sun went down and depicted the sky with warm colors, a curious guy with a camera found something amazing at the empty beach. Wondering about a strange shape peeking from the beach, he decided to check it out. With every step, the creature revealed itself, and the man's eyes got big. He quickly aimed his camera, capturing the mysterious thing hidden there for who knows how long. The creature looked like it was from another world, with see-through fins that shimmered in the fading light. Its shiny scales suggested a life in the deep sea that people might not understand. Not bothered by the man snooping, the creature seemed to be peacefully asleep, keeping its secret safe on the beach. The man, feeling a mix of amazement and nervousness, recorded lots of videos, making sure to remember this rare moment. As the camera clicked, a feeling of awe filled the air, making the man suppose about all the hidden mysteries beneath the surface of our everyday world. Sneak attack. In a quiet, sun-soaked influent, a mischievous alligator hatched a devious plan. With stealthy eyes lurking just above the water's surface, it observed a young boy casting his fishing line into the peaceful river. Suddenly, like a shadow in the murky depths, the alligator devised a sneak attack. With a swift charge, it burst forth from the water, jaws wide open, aiming to snatch the boy's prized catch.
I think this might have been a big one time catcher.
The unsuspecting boy, absorbed in the thrill of the catch, was caught off guard. The splash echoed through the serene surroundings as the alligator's attempt was captured by a hidden camera. The reptilian thief's daring attack unfolded in a series of shots, freezing the heart-pounding moment when predator and prey collide. The boy, astonished by the unexpected assault, managed to escape with his fish, while the alligator sneaks back into the water, its snout disappearing beneath the ripples. The stolen moment, frozen in time by the cam, became a tale of the wild, a reminder of nature's unpredictable dance between survival and surprise.
I think this might have been a big one time catcher.
Bear encounter. Once in a big wild jungle, two familiars decided to explore. They walked among tall trees and twisted vines, feeling excited about what was ahead. As they went further, they heard a noise in the bushes. Suddenly, a huge bear came out, its fur shining in the sunlight. The hikers got really scared and stood still. The bear was more curious than mean.
Go to the left side of the trail.
Left side of the trail.
It sniffed the air and stood up on its back legs. The hikers, hearts beating fast, stepped back slowly, trying not to upset the big animal.
Hey, bear.
The jungle got super quiet as this surprising meeting happened. Eventually, the bear, maybe tired of watching the scared humans, strolled back into the jungle. The hikers felt so relieved, realizing they had a close moment with the wild beauty. The jungle, once mysterious, became a story they'd tell for a long time, a story of bravery and the day they met a bear in the deep, wild heart of nature. Dogman werewolf caught on cam. Late one night in a deep jungle, a brave lady went camping with just her safe torch. Little did she know the forest had secrets she never imagined.
Oh, shit.
As the night got darker, her camera caught something spine-chilling. A black werewolf, part man, part dog, with glowing green eyes. This scary creature came out of the shadows, making her feel shivers. Suddenly, her camping adventure turned into a super scary meeting with something supernatural. The werewolf, with its fur standing up, came closer with a strange power. Its glowing eyes lit up the dark, making a really strange scene. The air felt heavy with suspense as the lady held onto her torch, feeling stuck in this unreal moment. The camera took a picture, saving the night when the jungle showed its mysterious habitant, the scary and mysterious dogman werewolf. Dangerous animal spotted. Two fearless guys went on an exciting trip and suddenly came face to face with a mammoth, scary animal, kind of like a rhino. Their hearts were beating super fast as they hid behind big trees holding onto sticks for dear life. This massive beast with super thick skin that looked like armor stomped around in the thick jungle, not even noticing the two guys hiding. The guys got really tense, gripping their stick weapons, eyes wide with a mix of amazement and fear. The huge animal's horn shape loomed in the background, caught on camera in a moment that was both super cool and kinda scary. The air was heavy with nerves as the guys planned their next move, figuring out how far they were from the animal. It was like a movie scene with a big showdown between people and nature, and nobody knew what would happen. Bigfoot's mysterious skull. In the quiet daytime, a strange video shows a huge black skull, a mysterious leftover from the hidden parts of the world. It's got big, scary teeth, making a spooky shape against the normal background. As the video goes on, a strange face appears full of secrets, leaving anyone who sees it feeling a bit uneasy. Nobody really knows what this big thing is. It used to be called Bigfoot, a mythical creature wandering the woods. But now, it's just a memory of something powerful. The skull, all alone, tells a creepy story. People who find this strange video can't stop wondering what happened. The forest, good at keeping secrets, hides the story of what went down. It won't share the windy whisper or the giant footprints. Was it something from space or a secret fight between hunters and the hunted? The story of the lonely skull keeps bouncing around in the quiet, making people really curious to figure out what really went on with Bigfoot, lost in the hidden parts of the daytime. Turtle in the river. Once upon a sunny day near the river, a curious turtle decided to go for a swim. As he swam along, something really big caught his eye. The turtle was so interested that he turned around, twitched his little flippers, and started swimming backward to see it better. His eyes got super wide when a giant fish came up from the deep river. The water sparkled as the fish moved gracefully, and the turtle could not look away. Slowly and steadily, the turtle kept up with the big fish, like they were dancing in the water. The swash turned into a magical stage where the turtle was amazed by how huge and beautiful the fish was. A special feeling filled the quiet river as the turtle and the fish shared a quick moment, with the turtle swimming backward to enjoy every bit of the fantastic fish. And that is how, in the calm river flow, this surprising meeting happened, giving the turtle a story to keep in his heart. King of the Jungle. Deep in a huge wild forest, a big royal animal with a shiny gold-colored mane and strong paws went on a special journey. One sunny day, while the sky was all warm and painted with colors, the lion found a place it had never seen before. It was really interesting, so it looked around with its sharp eyes, and something really magical happened. A bright, sunny spot appeared, full of various plants, as the lion went in more. A soft breath brought the smell of flowers it did not know. All of a sudden, a crackling sound caught its attention. Through the thick leaves, the lion saw flickering flames, making a warm and light show. Feeling curious and forgetting to be careful, the lion moved closer to the sound. In between the trees, it found an open space where a captivating fire was making crackling sounds and spreading a warm light on the ground. The lion, totally caught up in this amazing sight, sat down and watched the fire's enchanting hop in this secret part of the wild. Mysterious Dogman. This picture showed that in the dark forest, a strange scene unfolded. A mysterious creature, part wolf, part something else, walked quietly on a lonely road. It looked powerful and graceful dogman hidden in the dark. This creature seemed to be from another world, crossing into ours. Was it a protector of the mystical or a messenger with hidden stories? The road kept its secrets, not giving any clues. Under the moon's light, whispers of questions moved through the trees. Why was this creature here? What secrets did it bring? The answers stayed hidden. People couldn't understand the mysteries of this nighttime visitor, leaving only questions in the quiet woods. Cubs attack. Up high in the rough mountains, a big fight happened between a mommy bear and a huge daddy bear. The mommy bear had her cute babies with her, and she really wanted to protect them. The air felt super tense as the mommy bear, full of courage, faced the giant daddy bear. The little bear cubs stayed close, looking wide-eyed and curious, while their mama growled all tough. The daddy bear, super big with strong paws and a thick furry coat, did not back down. They both roared really loudly, making the mountain shake. The mommy bear, not scared of the big daddy, jumped into action, claws swiping through the cool mountain air. The baby bears watched in amazement as their mama defended them like a superhero. As the big fight got really intense, the whole mountain turned into a wild stage. It was like a survival game, and you could feel it in every moment. Even after the loud fight ended, the echoes stayed, marking the wild place where tough animals live, showing how strong and wild nature can be.
Wow. Oh. Wow.
Dead sea animals. Once a brave explorer set off to a mysterious place with just his curiosity and a camera. As he wandered, he stumbled upon something that gave him chills. In this vast land, he set up a lifeless body that held a secret underwater world. Excitement filled him as he recorded the incredible scene. In the quiet land, the explorer's camera showed a bunch of sea creatures stuck inside the dead body. There were dolphins and various fish, all frozen in time.
Look at all these mussels. They're all gone. No survivors. Is he alive? Oh,
Surprisingly, the breathless body had unintentionally come to a safe place for these underwater creatures. The discoverer, amazed by this unexpected underwater graveyard, carefully filmed the unreal encounter. Through his camera lens, the once quiet land turned into a silent underwater home, revealing the sea's wonders. The explorer, amazed and humbled, kept going on his journey, carrying the extraordinary story of the surprising meeting between the land and the sea.
this is like a sea animal graveyard. Mr. Krabs! Vertical...
Sea monsters. Far, far away, a brave explorer took a big adventure deep down in the huge, mysterious ocean waves. As they explored the deep blue sea, something amazing happened. They found a place where sea monsters used to live, but now they were like giant skeletons lying still on the ocean floor. These huge brutes, which were once really powerful and amazing, now did not move an inch. It was like a cemetery for ocean monsters. The explorer, who was super curious, discovered big fish remains and the bones of gigantic marine creatures. The aquatic graveyard was so quiet, and you could feel the stories of these big beings that lived a really long time ago. The ocean, which used to be their home, now gently held their bones. As the explorer's flashlight moved around, shadows played on the lifeless forms, showing the spooky beauty of the aquatic graveyard. In this sunken world, time seemed to stop, and the skeletons of the ocean monsters became quiet witness to the always changing ocean life. Bigfoot's face uncovered. One night, deep in a thick forest, a strange creature came out of the dark. The air felt heavy with excitement as the critter carefully walked up to a hidden camera. Suddenly, it showed its face to the camera, breaking the quiet of the night. Its eyes sparkled with magical wisdom, and its hidden face was now out in the open. In the dark, the moon made the creature's features visible in a mysterious way. The camera, like a quiet observer, took a picture of this rare moment, capturing it forever. A whispered thrill spread through the woods as the creature often talked about in stories revealed itself during the silent night. The picture saved in the camera's memory offered a peek into the unknown, making those who found it feel amazed and curious. Scary monster. In a quiet forest, a camera in the woods took a spooky picture. The photo shows a weird creature with glowing, scary eyes, kind of like a make-believe monster. This creature looks really big, almost like the legendary Bigfoot, and is just standing there in the dark trees. The picture makes you feel a bit spooked because of its shape and those glowing eyes. The tree branches make weird black, making the creature even more mysterious. This photo makes you think about strange creatures that might be hiding in the parts of our world we do not know much about. The picture is a bit fuzzy, adding to the mystery. Maybe it's just a weird trick with the light, or maybe it's something from a different world. This photo tells a spooky story about something we cannot explain, making the deep, dark forest seem even scarier. Treeop fish. In the big ocean, something amazing happened when a camera recorded a cool video of a special white fish. The water was super clear and sparkled in the sun, making the fish look even more awesome. This fish was all dressed up in shiny white scales, smoothly gliding through the water. Its fins moved like soft bodies, making it feel like it was dancing in a show. When the camera zoomed in, you could see all the tiny details of the fish, the pretty patterns on its scales and how its tail swayed back and forth in a nice rhythm. The underwater world came alive as the fish swam around, sometimes zipping between coral formations with quick and clever moves. The simple white color made the fish stand out, turning it into the star of this aquatic dance. Watching this cool video lets you see a look into the fish's life, making you feel amazed and happy about the beauty hiding behind the sea. Huge wild boars. Alright, so the trail camera goes into the night mode, right? And what does it find? A gang of massive wild boars doing a midnight march in the creepy woods. I'm talking big, burly pigs strutting around like they own the place. Now add some eerie vibes to the mix. It's pitch dark. The woods are lurking in shadows, and these colossal boars are just parading through. But here's the kicker. Their eyes. Those eyes are like mini flashlights glowing in the dark, giving off some serious spooky movie vibes. Imagine stumbling upon this footage in the dead of night. You've got these huge shadowy boars, their eyes shining like something out of a horror flick. It's like the wild decided to host its own midnight monster parade. Nature can be a real show-off, especially when it's got a bunch of oversized glow-eyed boars strutting their stuff in the darkness. Gives you a whole new appreciation for daylight, doesn't it? River otter. One sunny day by the river, something strange happened. A curious otter popped out of the water, its shiny, wet fur sparkling in the sun. A hidden camera nearby caught the otter's surprise visit. When the otter saw the camera, it paused for a moment, like it knew someone was watching. The little creature quickly checked around, then zoomed away into the bushes. The quiet river saw it all, only leaving a few ripples where the otter showed up. The camera, like a quiet spy, recorded everything with its staring eye. Why did the otter come up? What secrets did it carry as it vanished into the bushes? The river kept its mysteries, flowing calmly, making everyone watching feel curious and full of questions. The otter's short visit turned the peaceful scene into a bit of a puzzle, adding more excitement to the air. Creature on a trail cam. In the quiet woods, a mysterious snap snapped on a trail cam reveals a mysterious creature. Glowing eyes enter through the blurry image, shrouded in closeness. What could it be? A thrilling snapshot leaves us questioning, our curiosity aroused. The close view adds suspense, inviting us to imagine the unknown lurking in the dark. Intrigue deepens with each pixel, a visual story waiting to be untwisted. The calm turtle. On a sunny day in the big blue ocean, a man on a jet ski noticed something curious. His camera captured the moment when he saw a little turtle struggling with unwanted hitchhikers. Crabs. The man with a heart as big as the sea quickly sprang into action. Carefully, he scooped up the turtle and brought it onto his jet ski. With gentle hands, he started removing the pesky crabs from the turtle shell one by one. The camera caught every detail of the man's focused expression, and the tiny crabs scuttling away. As the last crab was lifted off, the man smiled at the camera, triumphant in his mission to help the sea creature. With great care, he returned the turtle to its natural home, gently placing it back into the cool, refreshing water. The turtle, free from its unwelcome guests, swam away happily, and the man on the jet ski watched with satisfaction. Wild deer. Guess what the trail camera caught this time? A wild deer just doing its munching thing right in front of the lens. Picture this chilled deer casually strolling in the camera's frame, totally clueless about the paparazzi moment it's starring in. It's on a mission though, not for fame, but for food. The camera catches it in the act, nose to the ground, probably hunting for the deer version of a gourmet meal. And get this, the deer is so absorbed in its quest for snacks that it's blissfully unaware of the camera playing nature's spy. No fancy poses or staged scenes, just a deer living its best woodland life. It's like accidentally catching your friend doing something goofy when they think no one's watching. Nature's got its own reality show, and this deer is the laid-back star. Not bothered by the hidden camera action, just another day in the wild munching and wandering, while the camera quietly captures the deer's tasty adventure. Owl chicks. One sunny day on the farm, a camera person sneaked through the fields, excited to see some special guests. Baby burrowing owls. With a camera in hand, they carefully approached the owls' homes, like they were stepping into a secret world. When they peeked inside, the little fluffy owls looked right back with big, curious eyes. The camera made a soft click, capturing their cute moments. The baby owls, not knowing someone was watching, played and made happy sounds, showing off their fluffy cuteness. The camera person, hiding behind a tall lawn, took pictures of the owlet's everyday fun. The sun painted a warm picture, freezing the moment like a snap. The little owls, not bothered by the camera, kept on having their playful day with the camera person quietly watching. In this quiet part of the farm, the camera person and the owls had a special connection, an unspoken promise to save the magic of their daily lives through the camera's lens. Deer in danger. Once in a big green forest, there was a deer with soft brown fur. One sunny day, he felt something weird, like danger in the air. His eyes got big and he sniffed around, trying to catch any trouble. He walked carefully through tall trees and rustled leaves, listening for strange sounds. As he went deeper into the forest, the feeling of danger got stronger. The deer's heart raced and he heard leaves rustling and footsteps away. Scared, he ran fast through the trees, his hooves thumping on the soft ground. The forest turned into a green blur as he dodged through the trees, trying to escape the unseen danger. Branches touched him, but he did not stop. The deer kept running, following his instinct to get away from the lurking danger. Finally, in a hidden spot, he stopped breathing hard and heated. The forest was quiet. The deer, still a bit scared, took a moment to catch his breath before slowly continuing his journey through the mysterious woods. Bear and wolf. In a big green jungle, a bear and a wolf were looking for a yummy snack. They ran through the thick trees, smelling the air with excitement. Suddenly, they heard a mysterious click in the forest. Confused, the bear and the wolf stopped. Little did they know, a sneaky trail camera had taken video of their snack adventure. The bear tilted its head and the wolf perked up its ears. They looked at each other, wondering where that strange sound came from. The jungle stayed quiet, except for the soft rustle of leaves. Without knowing it, the trail camera still took a video of everything. But the bear and the wolf did not let the camera bother them. They continued their hunt for a snack with determined steps. Through the tall trees and hidden places, they went on their adventure. The jungle, full of secrets, was the stage for their fun story, while the trail camera silently took shots, capturing the tale of the bear and the wolf hunting for a tasty treat. Fox with their babies. In the deep jungle, a smart fox and her fluffy babies were caught on camera in the bright daylight. The mom fox, with her reddish-brown fur, led her little ones through the lively green jungle. The camera showed them playing, jumping, and rolling around in the soft sunlit leaves. Mom fox, always alert, guided her curious babies through the jungle's tall grass and big trees. The camera kept taking filmland, landing happy moments as the playful baby foxes hopped on twigs and raced under the warm sun. The jungle, usually a mysterious place, turned into a stage for this wonderful family adventure. The camera's lens caught the baby foxes being curious and their mom watching over them. It was like a snap of nature's beauty, showing how this fox family enjoyed their day in the sunlight. The jungle, a safe home for these foxes, told stories of togetherness and the simple happiness of spending a day under the sun's watchful eyes. Coyote chasing a rabbit. On a sunny day in the big farms, a fast coyote was chasing a quick rabbit. The rabbit, with its fluffy tail bouncing, ran in zigzags through the fields, trying to get down from the sly coyote. The sun made everything look golden as they raced around. In the prompting crops, the rabbit moved left and right, its ears twitching. The runner, quick and determined, followed nearly, keeping its eyes on the rabbit. A camera hard quietly watched, taking videos of the exciting chase. At the most intense moment, the rabbit made a quick dash, barely escaping the coyote. The camera clicked at the perfect time, landing the chase in one picture. The coyote briefly stopped, looked surprised. The rabbit, now far down, hopped to safety in the fields, leaving the coyote thinking about what could have been. This lively video, caught by the camera, shows a short and fast chase between two creatures in the big ranch. Bigfoot found. In a deep, dark jungle when the sun was setting, something amazing happened. A bunch of friends with just curiosity and a camera discovered a strange animal. It was big, hairy, and walked on two legs, like a person, but it was not one. It was Bigfoot. As the familiars carefully moved closer, their camera caught every move of the huge animal. They seemed as surprised as them. The jungle filled with gasps and whispers as the familiars marveled at the incredible find. The critter had big, kind eyes, and its giant feet made marks in the soft soil. The camera kept rolling, capturing the whole wild meeting. The familiars, a mix of excitement and disbelief in their faces, could not believe their luck. They found the legendary Bigfoot right there in the jungle. The evening felt thrilling with the unexpected, and the familiars could not show the amazing video to everyone. Little did they know, this surprise meeting would turn into a story that people would tell over and over, capturing the imaginations of everyone who heard it. Bear and moose fight. One night on a quiet farm, something crazy came off. A big bear and a tall moose, both kings of the forest, had a big fight in the dark. A special camera on the farm saw everything without making a sound. The bear, with its dark fur shining in the moonlight, faced the moose, whose antlers were like big crowns. They were like two wild superheroes having a big battle. The night was filled with growls and grunts as these huge animals clashed, and the farm got to see the exciting show. The camera, like a quiet spy in the dark, records video of every exciting moment. The bear's sharp claws and the moose's strong hooves danced in a wild way. The farm, usually calm, turned into a big fighting arena for these animal icons. In the quiet of the night, the camera took filmland of the strong and beautiful wilderness. After the bear and moose went down in the dark, the ranch stayed silent, knowing all the secrets of that wild and stupendous night. Deer with glowy eyes. In a quiet field where the grass stepped with the wind, a mysterious deer showed up. Its eyes glowed like little lanterns in the fading sun. The deer stood tall and proud, a dark shape against the evening sky. Everything got quiet, and all that was left was this puzzling animal with its alluring, shining eyes. Like it felt someone watching, the deer looked around with a curious tilt of its head. The air felt full of magic, and the night seemed to stop and hold its breath. Then, in a quick and graceful move, the deer disappeared into the darkness, leaving only a memory unknown to the deer. A hidden trail camera far away caught this magical moment. The glowy-eyed deer, a brief visitor in the field story, left behind questions and a bit of enchantment in the air. It waited for curious eyes to reveal the mystery of its nighttime visit. Mysterious row of orbs. One night, a home camera saw something amazing. In a cozy backyard, a magical thing occurred. The video shows a line of glowing spheres like tiny stars floating in the night sky. These shiny balls moved in a mysterious way, making the surroundings look peaceful and pretty. While the camera recorded this cool sight, the balls moved in a special way, like they were doing a dance in the sky. Their soft light made the dark backyard look like a dream. The orbs moved together like a silent show, making people watching feel amazed at the magical scene. The video, like a peek into magic, gives us a special moment. It reminds us that even in our own quiet homes, there might be awesome things happening. The calm night, made indeed more special by these glowing spheres, makes us curious and amazed at the beauty around us. Otter stealing fishes. In the dark night, something sneaky happened at a fancy spa. A special camera saw it all. Guess who the star was? An otter, not your usual hero, but tonight, it played the main part in a secret story. The video showed the otter doing something strange and clever. The tricky part was the electric fence. Everyone thought it would stop any animal. But not this otter. It glided through it like a ghost, adding more mystery to the night. The otter seemed to understand things we couldn't see, like it had a secret pact with the night. Then, the big surprise. The otter wanted a fish, a whole bunch, 50 of them. These weren't just any fish. They were like treasures in the water kingdom. When morning arrived, the spa was confused. How did the otter pull off this fishy mission so smoothly? People started talking about the otter like it was a nighttime genius, a fish-stealing maestro. The stolen fish now held a story, a mystery as deep as the night that watched it all happen. The otter, a water phantom, became the secret star, leaving everyone wondering about the strange, moonlit tale in the spa's quiet water world. Mystical forest fox. In a thick forest where shadows hide secrets under the trees, a video showed something mysterious. The sun, shining its gold light, uncovered a strange sight, a creature moving fast and tricky among the old trees. It was a mystery, like a wild secret of the woods. Watching the video made you curious. The creature, like a ghost in the woods, moved in a special way. At first, it was hard to see because of the light and dark, making you wonder if it was a story creature or a spirit taking care of the old trees. But then a surprise came. The mystery thing was just a wild fox, a messenger from the wild. Its orange-brown fur matched the colors of the forest ground, like a living ghost blending with nature. Even though we now knew it was a fox, we didn't understand why it was there. Like a ghost moving between different parts of the forest, the fox went from one place to another. At first, it looked like a cat, but if you look closely, it turned into a graceful fox. In the quiet sounds of leaves and the sunlight coming through the trees, the fox kept going mysteriously. It was like a protector of the forest's secrets, leaving everyone watching to wonder about the hidden stories beneath the green trees. Dogman kill. One night, a man found something strange in his backyard. As he walked under the bright moon, he saw a weird footprint in the soft ground. This print wasn't like any he'd seen before. It had 4 toe pads. He got really curious and bent down to look closer. In the quiet of the night, he thought about what this odd discovery could mean. It hit him that it might be a mark left by a dog, but not a normal one. The 4 clear prints suggested a clever and nimble creature. The man could not help but feel that this was not just a regular dog walk.
But look what I found. Tell me, what the is that?
Excitement bubbled up in him, and he could not oppose imagining what might have happened when it was dark. The four-tone print was like a secret dispatch, and the man started figuring out the story of a mysterious dog's adventure in the night. With the knight as his partner in crime, the man went on a mental journey, unlocking the mysteries hidden in the Earth's marks.
But look what I found. Tell me, what the is that?
Dolphin stole a fish. Once upon a time near the ocean, some happy men caught a bunch of shiny fish. They were really proud of their hard work. They chatted excitedly about their big catch. Suddenly, a slick black dolphin showed up with a mischievous look in its eye. Quick as a wink, it grabbed a fish right from one man's hands. The men were surprised, their eyes wide open. The clever dolphin zoomed away, leaving the men laughing and shocked. At the same time, a sneaky camera filmed everything. The men's happy faces turning into surprise, then laughter, and the black dolphin making a quick getaway with its yummy catch. The stolen fish became the talk of the day, a story shared with amazed friends who could hardly believe a black dolphin could be such a tricky and fast thief in the daytime by the shining sea. And that is how the tale of the fish-stealing black dolphin spread throughout the beach city, adding a bit of excitement to their usual seaside days. Lucky chicken. Once on a sunny day, a brave chicken got mixed up and ended up in a place where unfriendly crocodiles lived. When the crocs saw the unexpected feathery visitor, they got really excited and started chasing the poor chicken. Hungry for a snack, feathers were everywhere as the chicken, realizing it was in big trouble, flapped its wings really hard. Luckily, it flew up into the air just in time, leaving the confused crocs snapping at nothing below. The fortunate chicken soared through the sky, making happy noises, while the disappointed crocs watched. The chicken, now a hero in the sky, told the story of its narrow escape to its farm friends. So, with a wild adventure and a heart full of thanks, the lucky chicken kept having safe adventures, always steering clear of the empty crocodile's jaws. Snow leopard on trail cam. In the snowy night, a quiet wilderness turns into a mysterious stage under the glowing moon. A special camera catches a cast into the hidden world of a strong and sneaky snow leopard, its spotted fur disappearing in the frosty scenery. In the dark, the clever hunter drags its prey's limp bodies across the icy ground. It's like watching a secret play, with the snow making a crunchy sound under the leopard's soft paws. The camera sees the leopard's smooth moves, its muscles showing under the silver moonlight. The snow leopard's eyes shine with an old wisdom as it walks through the snowy land, alone in the big space. The prey, breathless in the snow, tells a sad story of the leopard's nightly hunt. The predator moves with a clear goal only known to the wild, creating a picture of survival in the freezing cold. The video from the camera shows a timeless form of life and death, where the snow leopard is the quiet ruler of the icy land, a ghostly protector of the snowy night. The brown bear. One sunny day in the mountains, a big brown bear decided to rest and came to a friendly man. The bear had a mix of dark and light brown fur, and its eyes sparkled with curiosity. The man, surprised but not scared, looked at the bear with a grin. They sat together, enjoying the peaceful mountain view. The bear seemed happy, looking at the man now and then as if sharing the joy. Birds chirped above, and a soft breeze moved the tree leaves hard. The two pals made a special scene, surrounded by nature's beauty. The guy, feeling calm, decided to share some nuts with the bear. He took them out, and to everyone's joy, the bear happily accepted. They sat together peacefully, creating an unexpected goodwill in the heart of the mountains. A story of harmony between a person and nature. Mountain lion screams. Deep in the thick jungle, a man sat quietly, watching and waiting. He held his weapon ready for any animal that might come his way. The air felt heavy with excitement as he anticipated a possible catch. Out of nowhere, a scary roar broke the peaceful scene. The man's heart raced and his eyes widened in surprise. Seemed to appear in the air, echoing the beats of his pounding heart. The jungle echoed with a loud roar of a lion, its powerful voice spreading throughout the trees. Fear took hold of the man, and he held his breath in suspense. In a panic, he looked around, trying to find where the frightening sound came from. The danger hung in the air. Every noise, every snap of a shoot added to the stress. The man, once a calm hunter, now felt like he hunted. The jungle, once a peaceful stage, turned into an intense story of survival, with a man right in the middle of it. Mountain lion killed the family cat. In a quiet place where people live, something really sad happened. A big cat from the mountains called a mountain lion hurt the family's favorite cat. The person who owns the house was very, very sad and told the super sad story to the person on the news.
It's very heartbreaking, and to see your kids.
With tears in their eyes, they talked about the night when the cat, who used to play a lot, got hurt by the wild mountain lion. While telling the story, the sad person took breaks and looked really, really worried. They said how it felt like a big loss and how they could not do anything to stop it. The person on the news was nice and listened carefully, showing they understood the sad feelings. Other people in the area also felt sad when they heard about it. The person who owned the house shared stories about the happy times with their cat. It was clear how much they loved the cat, and the sad event with the mountain lion made everyone realize how life with pets can be sensitive and sad sometimes. Otter caught by a trail cam. Under the moonlight, something cool happened in the woods. A smart otter, usually slick and playful, got into a little trouble. It all started when it was really dark, and the trees were covered in darkness. But guess what? A tricky camera was spying on our furry friend. With a sly look in its eyes, the otter went on a wild adventure, not realizing the camera was keeping an eye on it. The movie showed the otter doing all sorts of fun stuff, like twirling around in the dark. Its fur, once super clean, now looked all messy, telling the tale of its muddy adventure. The camera still watched as the otter played and did daring effects in the night. This exciting story of dark fun shows the otter's secret meetup with the night, captured in a bunch of cool movies. It's like a sneak peek into the awesome things that are when the sun goes to bed. Lion attack on man. As the sun went down behind the big trees in the jungle, some people exploring slipped upon a really scary sight. A man wearing torn clothes was in big trouble. There was a fierce lion circling him, looking super hungry. The air got tense as the travelers gasped, completely shocked and stuck in place. The man, with his eyes wide open and no way out, held onto his substitute weapon, trying really hard to stop the lion. His heart was pounding, just like the lion's growls that echoed in the thick bushes. The trippers, hiding in the gloom, watched still, scared and not able to breathe as the crazy scene unfolded. All of a sudden, the jungle got really loud with the sounds of the man and the lion fighting. The lion jumped, showing its teeth, and the man fought back with everything he had. In this wild fight for survival, the traveler saw nature's power, like a crazy music of life and death. The peaceful jungle was now a loud battleground where two strong forces fought to be the boss. Thank you for coming along on this spooky adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling stories and hair-raising encounters. We're always going into the deepest recesses to bring you the most intriguing and terrifying video ever captured on camera. And remember to set that notification bell to ensure you get all the updates on our fascinating adventures.
What the hell is that? What the hell? Let's get up.
So, I know spotting an old man just walking anywhere does not sound spooky or anything, but spotting something which looks like an old man but with no head and carrying God knows what in his hand is one disturbing thing. To some it was a demon, while to others some kind of prank. But whatever it was, the man was not something you'd want to encounter in your life. Most of us just want to stay away from danger, but some curious minds, they just love diving deep into the mysteries. For instance, these two. While wandering in the forest, they came across an abandoned mine shaft. By the looks of it, it seemed like it's been centuries till the mine shaft has been used by anyone. So, well, unlike every normal human being, these two decided to go a little closer and check what was in there. And a second later, we knew the reason why the mine shaft was abandoned, as a weird creature with glowing eyes just pops out of nowhere. Just as spiders have been caught crawling on the trail cams, some other weird creatures have been caught flying here and there as well. For instance, take this one. This Ring camera was supposed to keep eyes on the intruders, but what it recorded left the house owners in shock. At first, what you see might look like a spider, but some tiny strange creatures keep flying around the camera. But what was it? Some fairies or something else? Do let us know what you guys think. When this man was trying to find something out of the ordinary in the woods, he came across exactly that. A weird, tiny creature with glowing eyes hiding deep under some abandoned well. And even though he was just looking for that kind of thing, the man did not stop for even a second to have a closer look at that thing. This video captures this super creepy guy lurking around in the woods. The person filming tries to have a chat with him and figure out what he's doing there.
How you doing? Oh.
But he doesn't say a single word. Instead, he just makes these spine-chilling noises that'll totally creep you out. After a moment, the man begins crawling out of the woods in the most bizarre manner, and that's when the person filming becomes spooked and decides to leave the area. So there's this video of these guys who went for a night walk in the woods. They had a flashlight, but it was still hella dark. As they were walking, they found this strange creature sitting on the ground with its back to them. At first, they figured it was some sort of animal, but when it turned its head around, they saw these creepy glowing eyes and a super creepy face. Some folks say it was a demon, while others reckon it was a fallen angel. Either way, it's some seriously spooky stuff. This video features a man who was intrigued by unusual sounds emanating from the sewer near his home. He'd heard similar noises before and had seen what he believed to be an extraterrestrial being. In a courageous attempt, he tried to communicate with the creature, but the outcome was anything but calm. While some speculate that it may have been the Rake, the identity of the creature remains a mystery. Dark web is something we all know about, but not everyone can access. And trust me, the ones who did access it ended up regretting. Take this video for example. We see a creepy creature moving in the house, from hallway to the room and then to God knows where. And if you're thinking it was human, just look at the way it's walking. Does that look human to you? In July 2021, some people were on their way back to their home in India. According to them, it was somewhere around midnight when they came across this creepy figure walking along the road. Good thing they had a dash cam installed in their car, so we got this footage. And just look at the way it's walking. It seems like an alien to me. But do let us know what you guys think. A man in Australia was out for his routine walk when he came across this strange-looking worm-like thing. It's not the fact that it looks like a worm that makes it strange, but it's the length of the thing and the way it's divided into multiple segments is what makes it strangest of all. I've never seen any worm of such length before. This man heard some strange noises from the forest and decided to venture out there late at night to see if he could find something interesting. However, he came across a bizarre creature lurking behind a tree and making creepy whistle-like noises. When he spotted it, he sprinted away as fast as he could, and fortunately, he managed to escape without harm. The person who filmed the video was extremely surprised by the massive creature that he captured. However, the shocker was that the creature was nowhere to be seen when they returned the next day to film it again. This caused a frenzy online as people tried to decipher what it could be. Some speculated it might be a Nephilim or a Yeti, while others believed it could be a top-secret military project. You must have always heard about mermaids being a mythical creature, but this video will get you doubting that. A man in India saw something unusual swimming in the water and went to inspect it, and to his surprise, it was something which looked exactly like a mermaid, just a little smaller in size than we all must have expected. Perhaps it was a baby mermaid, or maybe just a little monkey drowning. With the video ending so abruptly, there's nothing we can say for sure. Now, sighting a Bigfoot here and there and from a very far away angle is one thing, but capturing a really big creature falling and tumbling down is just on another level. And this is exactly what this man was able to capture on his camera. Two big creatures, or perhaps yetis, were seen devouring an animal, and a second passes and we see one tumbling down the icy hill. Even though it was recorded in 2016, to this day, no logical explanation has been given by anyone. A crawling creature. This video literally has everyone spooking out as they see a weird glowing creature in the middle of nowhere at night crawling on the ground. Some call it the Rake, while others think it's just some unknown animal. But the ones who happened to record it said it looked similar to a human, but was not a human at all. So then what was it? I guess we'll never know. Trail cameras usually capture animals chilling, hunting, and going along their normal life. But sometimes these cameras capture things out of the ordinary. For instance, this bear was just going along his way when he suddenly saw something he'd never seen before. His own reflection. And needless to say, we do not think he liked it a lot. Camera can be handy at times, but we need to be careful because sometimes trying to record dangerous things can lead to unfortunate circumstances. For instance, take the case of this man who tried to record a Bigfoot strolling along in the woods. Guess he was lucky, or maybe hiding perfectly, that the creature didn't notice him, or we wouldn't have been able to get this footage. A couple had been noticing weird noises in their backyard, but they'd never been able to know what was causing it, so they installed a camera there. It was all peaceful and quiet at first as nothing suspicious happened, but as some time passed, we saw a creepy head popping out of the fence. We see it once, then we see it twice. Was it just a dog, or was it something which had remained hidden from us since forever? This footage might not be as disturbing or creepy as many others in today's list, but this is unusual nonetheless. As we see this Florida man dancing along with the alligator, we can't help but rub our eyes twice to make sure this is real. And trust us, this is real. Florida sure is one strange place. This dude was filming and caught a freaky creature hiding in the shadows. It only showed itself when he stopped moving, and it had these creepy glowing eyes. But when he tried to get closer, the thing bolted back into the dark. Now we're left with more questions than answers, wondering what the heck that thing even was. Now, these little beings were found by a woman on her kitchen floor. And if you're thinking these are little mice, no, they are not. According to the experts, the legs of the creatures resembled moths, and there's a chance that the upper body might have been eaten by a cat, but the experts weren't so sure either. So we don't know what these tiny little beings were. Have you ever come across the buck who's the handsomest of all? The bad boy grazing the grass and winning all the ladies with his wig on? Well, now you have. This buck was recorded in 2013 and caught the attention of everyone with his stylish wig. It was at first part of his antlers, but then slowly moved on top of his head, making him the most stunning buck ever. Did you check out that weird video of a goat standing still and staring straight ahead? It's been all over the web and everyone's losing it. Some peeps reckon it might be the mythical skinwalker, while others are calling BS. We ain't got a clue who shot it, so it's all up to our own imaginations.
Hello. She wants to come in.
Damn, one thing's for certain. It's super creepy. Footage was uploaded by some unknown guy in 2017, and it had everyone in shock who happened to watch it. At first, we see the quiet of a cemetery, but then as the camera rolls on, we catch a glimpse of a bizarre humanoid figure half hiding behind a grave. If we zoom into it, we see a weird being with a huge head and arms. It fits so accurately to what we have in mind for an alien, don't you think? This might be too short of a clip, but a mere second is enough to feel the spookiness of the video. We see a creepy figure emerging from the dark and running straight towards the man holding the camera. And then we see the man running as fast as he can for his life. I'm not going near any tunnels from now on. A kid was out in the woods when he started hearing some weird noises, and that's when he decided to take his phone out and film it while trying to see what was causing it. And to his surprise, it wasn't just him who was looking for the creature. The creature was also looking for him, and that we get to know when he comes out of the woods and starts running towards the kid. Back in 2013, there was this video that spread like wildfire online. It showed a lone girl dressed in white walking around a cemetery while some men recorded her. The video lasted about 4 minutes, and the girl was shown wandering around the graveyard, stopping by different graves. Who was she? Did she happen to be a ghost? These and countless other questions were thrown around, but no one had any answers to offer. In this video, we see a courageous person exploring an empty house using only a flashlight. While exploring, the person begins to feel uneasy, and then a frightening creature appears from the darkness, moving towards them and making terrifying sounds. The person quickly runs away from the house, clearly scared by the unknown creature. Although we don't know what the creature was, it's obvious that the abandoned house is not a suitable place for those who are easily frightened. At first, we see a deer, all panicking, running from here to there and eventually running away from the man. And in a second emerges another deer unlike any other, with its neck all folded. And then it runs away too, as fast as it could. All this happens in a few seconds, and the man there is like, what just happened? Even though it was just 2 deer, that does not make the video any less creepy. In May 2019, a woman found a weird body laying in her yard in Florida. She immediately called the authorities to come and see what it was, and needless to say, they were all just as perplexed as she was. According to some, it was a big lizard. But what exactly caused the big lizard to dry up like that? Not even the bones were there. It's not just forests and jungles that hide secrets beyond our imagination. Sometimes it's the ice, too. For instance, this man who ended up finding a Bigfoot all frozen up under the ice.
I can see its eyes and it's his head.
Maybe it got trapped inside by the cruel nature, or maybe it was just a hoax. Which, even if it was, I'll be scared as hell still. This footage was filmed when a team of workers were told by some locals that they think there's a snake in their ceiling. None of them knew that it wasn't just a snake on that ceiling, but 2 massive snakes living up there. As the ceiling dropped, the snakes almost dropped with it too, leaving everyone near them to jump back in horror. It happened in Malaysia, and since this video was uploaded, everyone there has been checking their ceilings twice every night. Now, was it just a tiny spider looking so big due to being close to the trail cam? Or was it a really massive spider lurking in the depths of the woods? It's up to you what you think, but if you ask me, I'm never going into those woods with such long-legged creatures crawling everywhere. Are dwarves real, or are they just works of fantasy? I guess you'll be shocked to know that there's a chance that these creatures might be real. I mean, look at this video and the small things in the jungle. Don't they look very similar to what a dwarf would be like? I don't know if any of you might have guessed it, but this one is also from Florida. She wanted to check the outside bathroom, which was along the pool, and it seemed all fine until she went up close to the sink and found this thing hiding inside. But the question here is, what was it? A snake? A lizard? A gecko? And because it's Florida, we can't really say anything for sure. Imagine you're out with friends on a drive late at night and you encounter this in the way. Well, this is what happened to these guys who were just having fun when not just 1 but 2 pairs of creepy glowing eyes started staring at them. Even though the creatures were far and the guys were in the car, that was not enough to make them any less scared. Once a man was in the forest gathering some logs when he stumbled upon something peculiar. We're not exactly sure what was going through his mind, but he ended up picking up this eerie doll and taking it back to his home. To make matters even more bizarre, he even decided to record the doll while it was doing who knows what. If it were me, I wouldn't even dream of doing something like that. Not even in a million years. If you think giant mutated spiders are only in the sci-fi movies, you think wrong, and this video will show you how. People in Ragasnika were shocked when one morning they saw this giant spider crawling across this hill. Luckily, it was far away from the population, so no one got harmed. But the most mysterious part is that the spider just vanished in a few minutes. Where did it go? No one knows. Okay, so what comes into your mind when you first see it? Me, being dumb, thought it was the grass walking, but it turns out to be some kind of insect, a very tiny one. Though the man who uploaded it didn't happen to have any kind of information about it, and the thing was just as unusual to him as it is to all of us. But let us know if you guys have any info on this one. This hairless creature was discovered by a group of plantation workers. It had small ears, no tail, and a bald, brownish-gray body with sharp claws. The workers were frightened by its odd appearance and believed it was a supernatural entity coming to haunt them. They attacked the creature, but afterward, specialists in nature explained that it was an uncommon Malayan sun bear. The workers were rebuked for their harsh behavior, and the bear was relocated to its natural habitat in the woods. As the videographer was recording a moose by the side of the road in Gaspésie, Quebec, Canada, they noticed an oddity in the footage. Although the moose was initially the only thing in view, the viewer became curious about a strange figure on the back left of the video. The clip gained a lot of attention online, and many people made guesses about what the enigmatic figure could be, ranging from supernatural beings to extraterrestrial life forms. The question of what could be hiding in the Quebec wilderness remains unanswered, causing people to wonder. This image is taken from two videos, one which shows a ghost attempting to hide from something, and to do that he jumps into the water. This whole thing was recorded on a trail cam set nearby to look for animals. The next clip shows an alien-like figure peeking from behind the tree. If it wasn't for the glowing eyes, the figure might have gone unnoticed and considered to be just part of the tree. In the video, a group of individuals is seen walking at night with torches and sticks while leading some goats. Everything seems ordinary until you spot a white goat with an unusual object hanging from its neck. The men appear frightened by the object, which stays attached to the goat even when they attempt to take it off. Eventually, it resembles a strange shadow on the ground, swiftly heading towards the forest and vanishing. To me, it appears quite disturbing. What are your thoughts on what it might be? This video was captured by a brave soul who thought it would be a really great idea to go out alone into the deep woods at night. He thought he'd end up meeting some unusual beings and, well, guess what? He got exactly what he was expecting. A creepy little cryptid staring right at him from behind the tree. Was it just waiting for the right moment to attack, or was it too scared to come out? The mystery has been unsolved since forever. Considering the last clip, if you think the woods are only creepy and unsafe at night, let us tell you how wrong you are, and this video will prove it to you. These trees were recorded moving. Like, literally moving from one place to another. Was it the neighborhood that annoyed them, or they felt unsafe due to humans? We could never know since trees don't talk. Now, this one might be just an image taken by a trail cam and not a whole video, but this single image is enough for us to get an idea about how eerie and unbelievable life in the woods can be. Was it an alien or just an animal from an unusual angle? We can't say for sure, but you let us know if you have any ideas. If you think it's just another usual trail cam video which shows gorillas sitting here and there and busy with their normal routine, that's not the case. These aren't just any gorillas. These are the Cross River gorillas, and sadly, they're endangered with only 200 individuals left to survive. In fact, these are the rarest gorillas on the whole planet, and this trail cam happened to capture these majestic creatures living their lives in Cameroon. You must be thinking it's too dark and too blurry to actually determine that's a Bigfoot going about in the woods, but the size of the creature and what we can make out from the darkness, I don't see any chance of it being some other animal other than Bigfoot. I mean, we can see it walking on 2 feet and it being all dark and hairy, and its size as compared to the trees is pretty huge. Ask me and I'd say it's a Bigfoot for sure. This man had heard that mysterious creatures lurk in the desert, especially at night. So he did what anyone would do, set up a camera and waited for the night to pass so he could go check if it captured anything unusual. And to his surprise, it actually did. What was it? A death worm? An alien? A monster? We'll give you a moment to take a guess. But when he inspected it all, it turned out it was just a buffalo. But scary nonetheless. Don't worry, man, we were just as confused as you were. In June 2022, a man's security camera happened to click a photo which had the whole world in shock. Even the mainstream media couldn't help but feature it. They called it the Wolfman. Nobody had any idea if that was someone playing a prank or was it really a Wolfman. At first, the residents of the area thought it was just a coyote responsible for the missing animals and spreading fear everywhere, so they set up cameras everywhere in hopes of catching the animal in the act. However, what the camera ended up recording was something that blew their minds. A huge creature was seen lurking in the woods. And what else could it be except for the famous Sasquatch, right? It was never caught, but was never seen ever again either. Maybe it's since that humans have come about it. What do we call a person gliding through the streets? Not walking like normal human beings, but moving in some otherworldly form? We call it a ghost, and a ghost is what this CCTV camera ended up recording. Now, don't ask me whose ghost it was, because I don't know about that, but it does seem like in a hurry. Maybe he was going on his daily haunting duty. What do you say? A crooked, glowing creature moving in the weirdest way possible in the street. If I ever see something like that, I'm going to leave the country for good. I don't know how these people get the courage to actually stand there and record such stuff. And, well, as soon as this video hit the internet, it had everyone in shock. Questions arising from everywhere about the authenticity of the clip and the identity of the creature, but the questions had been unanswered ever since. How fast is a mountain lion, and how sneaky is it? If you find yourself wondering such questions, then we're here to give you answers. As this mountain lion sneaked up on the deer, and the deer was all clamped in its claws in a matter of mere seconds, and good thing this was all captured on a trail cam installed somewhere in California, and if you notice, the leap is right on the neck, fast and on target. Amazing. When one cougar minded its own business, the other one was in a mood of letting the man know how dangerous he can be. So he ran as fast as he could towards the man and stopped just a few inches away. And he did it for 6 minutes straight. Might be the longest 6 minutes of that man's life. And about the man, I would say he did a great job at staying calm and not taking off running as most people would have done, and he never turned away from the cougar. And that's what saved his life. Recently, a trail camera recorded an intense brawl between two male bears. It all started when one of the bears let out a bone-chilling snarl, warning the other bear to back off. Things quickly escalated from there, with the bears wrestling and biting each other in a wild frenzy. The fight lasted for a few minutes before they eventually went their separate ways. It was a crazy scene that happened deep in the heart of the woods. A creepy trail cam pic caused a stir online because a little girl was seen in the middle of nowhere with no humans around. People wondered how she got there or if she was a ghost, but it turns out she was just with her grandpa and the pic was taken in the woods. No need to be scared, she's a real human. This picture was captured by a trail camera in the dead of night. We haven't been able to investigate it further, but it appears to be a rake lurking in the darkness of the woods. We're keeping our eyes peeled for any updates, but for now, all we have is this eerie image, and people are saying it's real. It isn't always the animals or the mysterious beings that lurk in the woods. Sometimes it's humpback whales also, found laying all deep in the woods. And how exactly the whale ended up there, so far away from the ocean? Well, that's been a mystery ever since. When a man went out to check his trail cam and what it captured this time, he was stunned to see the picture the camera had taken. To some, it appeared like two glowing eyes, and to others, it was a UFO. Since it was just a picture, we can't say if it was fake or just something which looks eerie. Crocodiles are super deadly creatures. They don't care about anyone or anything, not even if you're just trying to record them with a camera. They can sneak up on you real slow, and before you know it, you're stuck in their powerful jaws with no escape. These fierce felines hunt and chow down on all sorts of critters, but one time one of them got snapped by a camera while running into a rattlesnake on its way somewhere. It made sure to take out the snake before resuming its original plans, but man, it really had to work hard to take down that snake. It used its sharp claws and teeth to crush and bite the snake's head in an epic battle. At first, the coyote could be seen running away from the camera's range of vision, and shortly after, the mountain lion appeared and chased after the coyote. And after a few seconds, we could hear the coyote screaming for help, indicating that the mountain lion had caught it. That's how fast these deadly lions are. Have you ever seen videos of people fighting that go viral online? It happens quite a bit, right? But it's actually pretty rare to come across videos of kangaroos fighting. Well, I recently saw one on trail camera footage. These two kangaroos were squabbling and it was pretty interesting to watch. The fight started when they grabbed each other by the neck and tried to knock each other over. But in the end, they both walked away peacefully. Pretty cool, huh? A home security camera in Texas ended up recording a girl dressed in all white walking through the backyard. When the family saw it, they were all perplexed as the girl was not someone they knew or had ever seen. But then, who was it? A ghost? Or just someone pulling a prank? Humans have a natural curiosity that drives them to investigate anything unusual. But in this particular case, a man took his curiosity to the extreme. He heard strange sounds coming from the woods and decided to explore it late at night to see if he could find anything interesting. To his surprise, he stumbled upon a strange creature behind a tree, making weird whistle-like sounds.
What the hell is that? What the hell?
Realizing the danger, he quickly ran away as fast as he could without looking to see if the creature was following him. It seems his curiosity got the best of him in this scary encounter. The Amazon rainforest is a place where you can find unique and unusual creatures. People often put trail cameras there to capture these animals. Recently, a rare Amazonian short-eared dog was spotted on one of these cameras. The species was thought to be almost extinct for a while, and researchers were losing hope of finding any. However, this video gave them new hope. The dog was just sniffing around in the forest like any other day. Teams have been sent to locate the dog so that it can be kept safe in a preserve and live longer. When these pictures went viral online, they really got people talking. They show a little cat sitting on top of some big animals, which surprised a lot of folks. Nobody could believe how chill the cat was about it. Some people even made jokes about the cat being the boss of all the other animals. But then some experts gave their 2 cents and said that the cat, which is called a genet, was likely using the other animals as a lookout point to find prey. That's pretty clever if you ask me. There was a guy in Brazil who saw something strange on a rooftop while he was doing his own thing and decided to record it. What he captured was a weird creature that looked like a huge ant hanging out on the roof. Some people thought it was extraterrestrial, but to me it looks like a really big ant. Brazil has all sorts of creepy crawlies, so who knows what else is out there, right? The freakiest part is that the creature vanishes right after the guy spots it. What was it doing up there? We may never find out. Have you ever seen those spooky creatures people call night crawlers or soul walkers? They can give you the creeps, but they're also strangely calming. There's this video from California back in 2011 that shows two stick-like figures walking through the woods. They almost look like a family of ghosts, with one resembling a little baby ghost and the other maybe a ghost mom or dad. It's a peaceful and serene scene, and I hope they were able to keep wandering about undisturbed. Trail cameras are used to take pictures of animals in the wild, but sometimes they capture something really creepy. Like this one time, a man in a clown mask was caught on camera in the forest at night. We don't know what he was doing there, or if he was even a real person. The spooky clown stared right at the camera before vanishing into the woods, giving everyone the creeps. Who knows what other scary stuff is out there lurking in the shadows? The deep, dark woods conceal secrets and elusive creatures that have managed to evade human detection. Despite our assumptions that certain species have gone extinct, they persist in their natural habitats, hidden from our eyes. However, a trail camera recently captured a remarkable sighting in Vietnam, a two-tone mouse deer that scientists believed had been extinct for 30 years. The footage astonished the world as it revealed a healthy and lively creature meandering through the woods. So there was a video that captured an elk on a trail cam wearing a tire like a necklace. Crazy, right? This poor elk had the tire around his neck for 2 years while going about his daily life. As time passed, his neck and antlers grew bigger, which made it impossible for him to remove the tire by himself. Luckily, wildlife officials came to the rescue. They gave the elk some medicine to make him sleep and attempted to remove the tire. Sadly, they had to remove his antlers too. But don't worry, the elk will grow a new pair of antlers in due time. The Wildlife Channel put cameras in the jungle to see the animals there. They were hoping to film them doing normal things, but what the cameras showed was surprising. The bears they caught on camera were dancing and moving their bodies like Shakira. It's pretty amazing that bears can dance like that, but did you know that bears also get itchy? And instead of scratching themselves with their paws like we do, they use trees. And look at them go. They're really enjoying themselves, aren't they? When you go camping, unexpected guests might drop by, like mosquitoes and other bugs if you're lucky. But if you're not, like the guy in this video, a big male lion and 2 lionesses might pay you a visit. The man was sleeping soundly in his tent when all of a sudden this happened. Luckily, he stayed put and didn't try to run away. The lion seemed more curious than anything and didn't harm him. Despite the scare, the camper had an unforgettable night. So there's this really weird thing that a camera caught in the forest. It looked like the earth was moving up and down, almost like it was taking a break from spinning and going around the sun. People call it the breathing earth because it's like the ground is breathing. This happens when the wind is strong and the ground is loose. It can be pretty scary if you don't know what's going on. You might think the earth is going to swallow you up. It's definitely one of the craziest things ever caught on trail camera. Someone caught a really creepy video and posted it online. It shows a creature that looks like a spider or maybe a crab, and it scared a lot of people. At first, I thought it was just a dog dressed up in a spider suit. But when I took a closer look, I realized it definitely wasn't a dog. The only dog in the video looked totally freaked out by the weird bent-legged things too. So we're all pretty confused about what it could be. So there was this male deer in Ottawa, Canada that got caught on camera losing its antlers. It might seem strange to us, but it's actually a regular thing for male deer to lose their antlers in winter to make way for new ones. The shedding process usually happens from late winter to early spring. It was funny to see that the deer in the video seemed surprised by what was happening and ran away looking confused. It's really hard to figure out what those lights in the sky are. Some people think they might be aliens, but others think it's just a bug in front of the camera. Do you think this means aliens are visiting us, or maybe they're here but we don't even know it? Also, what about those strange flying objects we sometimes see? The government just released a report on them, but there's still not enough evidence to know for sure what they are. We know how birds travel from one place to another in flocks, all flying together to search for new places to live and feed, right? But this murmuration of a massive flock of birds was just something else. Even the researchers said they'd never seen such a kind of behavior in birds before, and that it might be alarming as well. Do you doubt the existence of Bigfoot and other creatures like that? Well, check this out. There's some drone footage that might make you think twice. In the video, you can see some enormous trees shaking like crazy as if a giant monster is trying to pull them out of the ground. And we're not talking about puny trees. These ones are huge and super tall. No way could a person or machine do something like that. So do you still believe that Bigfoots are just made-up stories? And this video was captured on a trail cam, and it's just too cute to miss. You can see a mother fox and her 4 cubs all playing around and annoying their mom a bit, but she doesn't seem to mind at all. What's even more amazing is that the family seems completely oblivious to the fact that they're being recorded. This picture shows a Bigfoot walking through the woods. It was taken by a trail cam installed in the Charleston area, but when they went to investigate it, it turned out to just be a cutout of a cardboard, which was all part of a prank pulled by someone. Believe it or not, this bear from Boulder, Colorado has become the new selfie champ. The story goes that this curious creature found a camera with a motion sensor and decided to go wild with it. The outcome? More than 400 snapshots of the bear posing in all kinds of ways, giving his best sultry gaze and even making some goofy faces. This bear wasn't going to quit until it got every picture just right for social media. A man happened to capture this slimy thing when it was on his way somewhere, and since it wasn't like anything he'd seen before, he decided to capture it on camera. It doesn't appear to have any eyes, but a head-like thing which moves a little bit. It looks something like what a blob would look like. So is it some new species? And if it is, then I'd rather stay away from this slimy thing. Ever wondered how large anacondas are? What's the maximum limit they can go to? Well, they can easily go to 30 feet, and this anaconda right here can give you an idea of how dangerous these beings can be. The tree can't even hold its weight, and it comes down as this snake tries slithering its way up on it. Watching this, I'm really glad Titanoboas are long gone, or God knows what might have happened. Maybe it really was a rake, or maybe just a gorilla with glowing eyes. Though the chances of it being the latter are pretty low because there aren't many gorillas whose eyes glow like that in pitch dark. So what does that mean? Was it really a rake? And if so, then where did it go after staring at the camera? Are they hiding it in the deep dark regions? Or do you think it's all fake? When 2 guys were out in the woods filming and doing their thing, they heard weird noises coming from somewhere nearby, and they thought it'd be better to go and check the area out. Not knowing what was coming, they went there, and then this happened. A weird whitish creature came running towards them, freaking them out. The video ends abruptly, so we're not sure what happened to them. If you think you're safe from the weird beings if you're at your home, then you're wrong. They follow you everywhere you go. For instance, take a look at this clip. This man thought he lived alone until a kid appeared from behind the TV, peeking from behind. The man had to go check, and that's when things got weird, because the kid completely vanishes when the man reaches there. And this bended like a dog creature was caught on camera running away from something, and this is the point where I wonder, was it scared of something? Or did it do something and was trying to run and not get caught? Even after millions of views on the internet, no one was able to tell exactly what that was. Let's say the day's pretty stormy outside and you still think that you need to go outside to see how bad the weather is. And when you do, this is what you see? What will you do? Obviously go back into the house as soon as possible, right? Unlike this man who thought he should take his camera out and record it all. A brave soul, I must say, or maybe it's fake. What do you think? Just the head out of the water, standing straight, not even moving an inch, and water dripping from its mouth. This is a creature which was caught on camera somewhere in China. As soon as the video hit the internet, people started claiming it was a sea dragon. But the question is it really? Or is it just a fountain more than half inside the water? Let us know if you know anything about it. Long gone are the days when black cats were considered signs of bad luck or other things, but there are times when I find myself wondering, what if those people were right? And you'll agree with me when you see this black cat with glowing eyes staring straight towards the man. She refuses to clear the path for the man, which of course scares the hell out of him, and not only that, she also attacks and hisses at the man. What remains unexplained is what caused this cat to show such weird behavior. Insects are creepy, and there's no denying that, but what if I tell you that these creatures are starting to get even creepier? Look at this one, for instance. When people saw it for the first time, they weren't just weirded out, but also confused, not knowing what kind of insect it was. But let me tell you, it's called Creatonatos gangus, and it's a kind of moth, usually called the monster moth, created by Satan himself. While exploring the park, a man stumbled upon a squishy mass in the pond that bore a striking resemblance to a brain wiggling around in the water. Fortunately, it wasn't a human brain as he initially feared. Nevertheless, its peculiar nature was just as bewildering as a real brain would have been. It turned out to be a collection of minuscule creatures rarely seen before. People who've encountered this unusual formation have given it interesting monikers such as Blob Monster and Dragon Booger. A security guard whose duty, unfortunately, was of night, and he had to guard the building all night long. For some days, he was hearing weird noises, like someone slamming the door, but he didn't pay much attention to it. But one day, it was getting a little too much, so gathered all the courage and went to check who exactly is there. While he couldn't see anyone, his camera captured a ghostly shadow on it. But was the ghost behind all those noises, or was there something more scary hidden? No one could even answer that. A Facebook picture circulated in 2014 had a lot of people up there worried. The post was shared thousands of times within a few hours and had a lot of people uttering the word skinwalker, a well-known legend in Indian country. The picture shows an unexplained being lurking on the side of a road. In April 2023, people saw a mysterious creature swimming in the water. It was in a park where most of them went jogging in the morning, so a lot of witnesses were there. The creature looked like it was stuck in the water but refused to come out, so no one could really tell what it was except that it was unusual and nothing like they'd ever seen before. To some, it looked like a serpent, but nothing was ever confirmed. When the video was uploaded, no one could tell what it was. A caterpillar? Or maybe some other insect? But it didn't look like anyone had seen before. Well, I did my research, and it came out to be a thing called a case-bearing clothes moth. And this thing is just as weird as its name. They're named due to the silken case the larva weaves to protect itself while it's eating your carpet, and, well, I too would be weirded out if I ever saw one. I don't know what the man was doing on that raft and going exactly where, but when he turned the camera towards the thing he thought was following him, it definitely gave me creeps. If something like that was following me, I don't know how I'd remain so calm and record it all. But, well, he did, and after watching the clip, many suspected it to be a mermaid or something similar. Even though nothing was confirmed, there's still a slight chance that it might be. You must have watched Courage the Cowardly Dog. Well, let's just say life might just be the same for some people. For instance, this young man who recorded the clip of this weird creature lurking somewhere on Earth. Now, I don't know what place that is, and I don't want to know either. Just look at the size. Who would be so calm recording it and not running for their life? Unless it's fake. When a man was looking outside his window, he saw something very weird. There was a man sitting in front if he looked through the glass. But when he saw not from the window glass, there was nobody. How exactly is that possible? Unless it's a vampire or something. But was it? What do you guys think? A few years back, some workers were assigned the work to go to the back side of the factory and check why one of the drainage pipes was blocked, since it was causing a lot of problems. So they went with their phone cameras rolling to get video evidence of whatever problem they faced. but they ended up capturing something they weren't expecting at all. A white figure peeked from inside the pipe, leaving them shocked. This pig comes from China, and it looks very different from other pigs. Its face is shaped in a way that some people find scary, and it has a nose that looks strange, like a person's nose or something that boys have. Because of its unusual face shape, it has trouble breathing, and its tongue sticks out of its mouth in a funny way. When it opens its mouth wide, it looks like it's screaming, but no sound comes out. It seems like nature didn't protect this little piglet enough. Encountering a Bigfoot from a distance is one thing, but witnessing the spectacle of a colossal creature stumbling and tumbling takes it to a whole new level, and that's precisely what this individual managed to capture on camera. Two immense beings, possibly Yetis, were observed devouring an animal, and within seconds, one of them lost balance and rolled down the icy slope. Despite being recorded in 2016, no one has been able to provide a reasonable explanation to this day. While most individuals tend to avoid perilous situations, there are those inquisitive souls who relish delving deep into the enigmatic realms. Take, for instance, this duo who, during their forest expedition, stumbled upon an abandoned mine shaft. Judging by its appearance, it seemed as though centuries had passed since anyone had set foot inside. Contrary to the instincts of regular folks, these two individuals decided to approach the mine shaft and investigate its contents. However, within seconds, they discovered why the mine shaft had been forsaken. An unusual creature with luminous eyes suddenly materialized out of thin air. Some men were driving their way home late at night when they saw something weird nearby, so they stopped their car and decided to film it on their camera. And when you see this, you'll be just freaked out as it shows a creepy creature looking towards the men from behind something. Some claimed it was the Rake, while others said it was just someone in a costume, but nothing was for sure. This cat was doing the usual cat stuff, and the owner of the cat was recording herself being herself, just like most cat people out there do. But then something weird happened. A creepy hand came from under the drawer and tried grabbing the cat. People were quick to suspect it was a demon living under there. What do you think about it? When people started hearing weird noises coming from the sewers, they informed the authorities. However, even after investigating, there was nothing to be found, so they set a camera under there. And this is what the camera recorded: a pair of glowing eyes. Like the creatures came to inspect and quickly ran away after seeing the camera. Pretty scary, don't you think? Where trail cameras usually take pictures of animals when they're doing their normal things like resting, looking for food, and doing their daily tasks, sometimes these cameras capture really strange and funny moments too. Like this bear who was just doing its bear things when suddenly it saw something really strange in front of it. It was its own reflection. Can you imagine? The bear was really surprised and didn't like it at all. It didn't expect to see itself like that, and it got upset, or at least it seemed like it did. This CCTV camera was only mounted to ensure the safety of the vehicles and all, but it ended up recording a weird creature who crawled up to a poster on the wall and then continued to scratch it to pieces before moving away and out of the camera's reach. And even if we look at it closely, it looks nothing like a human wearing any costume. This Eagle Cam captures amazing footage off the coast of Southern California, specifically the west end of Catalina Island. We see a bald eagle in its cliffside nest about to settle for the night. A sly fox approaches hoping for free eggs, but Mama Eagle intimidates it. She calls for her mate who quickly responds. The fox posed no threat to the eagle, but was after the eggs. This video reveals the dangers of lurking in the wild and for the animals at night, as some predators prefer coming out when others are asleep. In January 2021, a clip went viral which showed a weird hairless creature crawling up to things in the jungle. As much as it creeped people out, it also alerted the authorities who began the search for it. And after months and months of search, they actually did find it. Though the bear was in pretty rough condition, he was scared and weak and had to be kept in a cage before he was transferred to somewhere safe and where he can be taken care of. People have been claiming the man here might be Jesus, but is it really? Or was it just some fake edited video? But just for a minute, if we consider it to be real, then wouldn't it be the weirdest clip out there? How did the man vanish into this strong flow of water? Did he survive, and if so, how? So many questions, and just one short clip as an answer is what we have. Now, as compared to all other videos in this list, this one might be the scariest of all. It was uploaded on YouTube in 2020 and freaked everyone out. Some said it was a weird being who lives in the sewers near their home, and others said it was a blob like a human mutant, but it later turned out that it was a man pranking his own friend. Look at the couple all happy, in love with each other. The clip seems so lovey-dovey. If you don't pay attention to what's happening in the background, let us slow it down a bit so you can have a closer look at the demon standing right behind them and then disappearing just a second after. The demons and the ghosts might only come out at night, but the witches can do it anytime they want. For instance, this one time when a man caught a woman dressed in white on his camera. She was standing behind the dumpsters, her hair all messy and on her face. Ask me, and she looked like she just came from a horror movie set. Or maybe she actually did. When this clip went viral, it scared the hell out of everyone who watched it. The massive gorilla-like figure was seen in it, but it was no gorilla, and that everyone could tell for sure. But then, what was it? That's the question no one has been able to answer. Bear catches trail cam. Trail cam catching animals doing their usual stuff is old. Animals catching trail cam recording them is new these days. Take this bear for instance. He was going on his way when suddenly he turned towards the camera, giving it a look like acknowledging the fact that the camera is there. It was a stormy day when this guy decided to go on a drive, and he never expected what he was going to see on his way. It was a massive bat, the largest anyone has ever seen. Or was it even a bat? It could be an alien too. You let us know what you guys think. In this intriguing video, we see a cat relaxing under a deck while a bald eagle unexpectedly enters the yard. The cat curiously observes the eagle as it approaches. They have a respectful standoff for over 15 minutes, and the cat cautiously approaches the eagle, causing its back to arch, and the eagle spreads its wings. It's unclear what the eagle's intentions were, whether it was after the cat or something else, but it was an intriguing clip nonetheless. This video has sent shivers down the spines of everyone who's watched it. In the dead of night, a strange, luminous creature is seen crawling on the ground in an isolated location. Some refer to it as the Rake, while others speculate that it might be an unidentified animal. However, the individuals who captured the footage claim that although it resembled a human, it was undoubtedly not human. So what exactly was it? Perhaps we'll never truly know. While taking his usual stroll, an Australian man stumbled upon an intriguing creature that resembled a worm but possessed some peculiar characteristics. What truly sets it apart is not its worm-like appearance, but rather its remarkable length and segmented structure. I've never witnessed a worm of such considerable size before. A deceased werewolf was discovered by a farmer who subsequently handed it over to researchers for examination and analysis. Later on, unidentified individuals shared photos and videos of the werewolf, instilling great terror in those who came across them. Despite the researchers' diligent efforts to investigate, they were unable to provide any explanation, further deepening the enigma surrounding the incident. The dark web is a realm familiar to many, yet accessible to only a few. Trust me when I say that those who have ventured into it have often come to rue their decision. Allow me to present this video as evidence. An eerie creature silently traverses, moving from the hallway into a room and eventually disappearing into unknown territories. And if you suspect it to be a human, take a closer look at its peculiar gait. Does that resemble the movement of a human being to you? The notion of mermaids being mythical creatures may be called into question after watching this video. In India, a man spotted something extraordinary swimming in the water and approached it for closer examination. To his astonishment, he discovered a creature that bore an uncanny resemblance to a mermaid, albeit smaller in size than anticipated. Could it be a baby mermaid? Or perhaps a tiny drowning monkey? Given the abrupt conclusion of the video, we cannot definitively determine the truth.
This mind-blowing trail footage unravels an unexplained creature. It is a black creature with 4 legs and white, shining eyes, which makes it hard to identify it. Just look at the scary eyes of this animal. On top of that, this video was captured in the dark night with some horror sounds of these wild creatures in the back. With every inch closer to this animal, it gets more horrifying to see. It is very brave of you all for sticking with this. Believe me, some more disturbing shots are yet to come. Have you ever seen a headless chicken? Yes, this is Mike, a headless chicken. It has not only survived a month or two, but has successfully lived up to 18 months. Isn't this spine-chilling? A chicken with no head has lived up to the age of a normal chicken. Told you this is gonna be crazy. Trust me, you'll be thrilled to see 2 bobcats negotiating a date. They see each other from a distance and start yowling. As they approach each other, they look into the eyes with constant growling. Both give awkward poses with rapid tail twitching. The gray cat is the female, and the red one is the male. It seems that the whole scene is directed by a renowned director. Can you believe that this loving video was captured on Valentine's Day? Deer are known for their naughty behavior. We have mischievous footage for you this time. This is a whitetail from early June in full velvet antlers in the Kamloops, British Columbia area. Deer are fast with their tongues, so we had to freeze the frame at the right moment. This deer was using his nose and tongue to pick up a scent on the trail. Amidst a deep, dark night in the forest, our camera caught an unnerving sight. Just look at this photo of greater kudu posing for the camera. Look at the beauty of these graceful animals. Who would not think this scene to be painted? This has been captured by a trail camera. There's a message in the eyes of these wild yet elegant animals, and it seems like they want to convey something. Another delicate balance between peace and horror is this encounter. People set out their tents on the trail side when a bear arrives at the campsite and steals their food. It opens the cooler to find hot dogs. Seeing a bear eating the goods carelessly is a captivating shot, perhaps. However, people fear bears. The campers are fortunate that the bear is busy with food and has not sniffed the humans. We've learned a lesson from this video, that you should never, ever leave your food by your tent. A video of a deer eating a bird in the sunlight has been seen through our trail camera. Now this is something to see, because a deer is mostly associated with grass. But this deer ate the whole bird, even the skeleton too. You'll be mesmerized yet disturbed to experience such a sight. Look at the poised eyes of this deer. Now, just think about the innocent birds. That bird would have never thought that a deer would be his predator. But welcome to wildlife. Enough scary sights for now. Let's see some heartwarming scenes. Watch this amazing crow removing harmful ticks and parasites from a deer's skin in just a few seconds. This is an amazing wildlife video you don't want to miss. The crow is removing the pesticides with astonishing precision and accuracy. This amazing video shows how cool crows are and how they can help us protect our environment. Our camera has captured an intense moment between a bear and a reindeer. Both stand face to face, entangled in confrontation. Just look at these shining eyes of deer. He refuses to be afraid of a predator. While the confidence of deer triggers the predatory instincts of the bear, it's a struggle for survival. You're lucky to witness the beauty and escalation. It is a twist in our journey of disturbing trail footage. This camera has recorded a unique video. Meet our basketball lover, Buck. Isn't this basketball giving a human touch to this animal? Indeed it is. The deer struggles to get rid of the ball, but it seems like the ball has found a home in his antlers. On our way forward to disturbing trail footage, we found a mysterious creature. It is very strange and unique. Some have speculated it to be a man in a suit, while others think it is a Tasmanian devil. Whatever this creature is, it's got everyone scared. It is black in color and tries to hide itself from the camera. Many believe it to be a dog man. This footage has raised a lot of questions, and everyone out there is speculating about it. we have explored some very creepy and strange captures on trail cams. The weird creature resembles a dog, so many have speculated it to be a chupacabra. It is basically a goat sucker because it feeds on livestock. Look at the long, slender body with an extra long tail. Isn't this giving chills down your spine? It has now turned out to be a realm of mysterious and unknown creatures. A bird with a weird voice and shape is seen on a fence on a farm. People on the farm say that they've never seen such a creature. In the first glimpse, it looks like a monument or an idol on the fence. But as soon as you get closer, you will see it is moving and has a shrill sound. This bird feeds on insects. Aren't these trail footage helping us in seeing strange and unexplored creatures? With every step deeper into the wilderness, we come across a strange animal. This time, it's a perplexing sight again. A brown, hairy figure emerges from the river. It is carrying a small animal in its arms. Some people think it is a heavy-set man with a lot of fishing gear and waders on. Others speculate it is a mysterious creature, aka Bigfoot, with a fish in hand. And the appearance is not like a human, so there's a possibility that anything can be true. Let us know what you think. What do you think? Is this a man or a bear? By its stature, it looks like a bear. It is a strange creature with a black color. But as you investigate the details, you'll notice that it's holding a stick and wearing a cap. These signs make us believe that it is a human. The image sparks curiosity and speculation. Deep in the jungle unfolds a heart-wrenching scene. Just look at the scared girl standing close to two deer. One deer looks straight into the eyes of the girl with curiosity. It raises the question of what possible secret can these two share? Or maybe the deer are considering the girl to be prey. Meanwhile, the other deer locks eyes with the camera, as if acknowledging its presence, drawing us into the world. Gardner, Kansas is known to have a mountain lion, so some people decided to install 2 trail cameras, and they saw some unexpected weird images. A gorilla engaged in a bloody struggle with a terrifying being. To our surprise, a mysterious entity that appeared to be a human and wolf moved through the area using a walker. The search for the mountain lion took an unexpected turn, entangling it in a strange, wild encounter. This photo can scare you all. We believe it to be a photo of a monster trying to hide its face with a veil. The dark night intensifies the details of the monster. What lies beneath that concealed face? Come along with us as we set out on a quest to discover the mystery surrounding this frightening creature. But be careful. Once revealed, the monster's face can frighten you in your sleep for the rest of time. Be prepared for a strange encounter. In this image, a being with a human-like body stands tall, but its head distinguishes it from the rest. It is perfectly still, a mesmerizing sight. What lies behind its unusual appearance? Is it a being from another world? Or maybe a creation of nature's enigmatic design? As we gaze upon this mysterious figure, we are reminded of the vastness of the unknown. In our journey of struggle, we found a bird stuck in the water. A bird becomes entangled in a watery fight. It struggles to escape its underwater cage and resembles an eagle. It makes every effort to liberate itself, but it never succeeds. But the question is, was it just stuck there? Or was it something else? And the mystery unfolds as we see an alligator approaching. But unfortunately, the video did not end as we were all thinking. The gator got hold of the eagle and last. We've brought another amazing adventure of wildlife for you. Just see this black horse grazing peacefully. But this peace is short-lived. Can you see the alligator behind him? The horse attacks the alligator after eye contact for a few seconds. We can hear the sound with horseshoes clash with scaly skin. It is another battle of survival and strength. You can definitely not miss this one. Have you seen an animal like a bear from the back and goat from the front? Well, if not, then take a look at this muscular mountain ghost. It's like a polar bear because of its bear-like shape and white color, but it has a face of a goat grazing in the wildlife. This contrast between a bear and a goat shows the wonders of nature. We've seen animals fighting with other animals, but let's see a battle of a deer with a plant. This video draws our attention to the deer with a plant stuck in its antlers. The deer tries its best to get rid of this problem, but it seems no success. Isn't it a beautiful scene to see? Look at this remarkable picture. Doesn't it spark curiosity? A bear-like creature stands on a single leg. Its face is indistinct. It remains a mystery with no distinct features. What secrets lie behind its hidden face? We're drawn into the mystery of this enigmatic creature. Buckle up as an unknown shadow that is intriguing and enigmatic appears. We are perplexed by it because of its short tail, large legs, and fuzzy body. It might be a badger. The disparity in color only heightens the intrigue. Let us know what you guys think about this one in the comments below. Is it really just a badger or some other undiscovered creature? It was a stormy night and the trail camera received a lot of rain. The camera's ability to be submerged in water was tested. The apparatus was almost drowned as water dripped down it. Even though this one clip isn't like the other ones in today's list, still, it's no less disturbing or weird. I mean, what's weirder than a trail cam literally drowning? Thank you for watching the video till the end. Do like and share it with your friends.